thought we were further along, but we're this is far along. They're basically in chapter 3 of this homebrew slash module that was originally converted over from second edition to fifth edition. I converted it over and then added some more stuff as we gone along. They've actually gone off the rails. We're actually above the level cap for this module and now moved into all new territory. Want to thank everyone for coming and watching. Also want to thank our Patreon supporters or subscribers and just our viewers. Even if you can't afford to subscribe or support us on Patreon, that is absolutely fine. Just showing up helps us out a lot. We also do virtual games if you're looking to hire us professionally for your own private games using the same type of setup with the better sound, because we would test it again and you don't get charged. Your time doesn't start till everything's working. But yeah, we do professional games as well, so virtual games for you and your friends. If you're looking to do something like that, just contact us on our website. You'll see that information all during the broadcast. Also want to thank Wargaming Recon for promoting us. I want to thank Monkey Paw Clothing. The owner of that is Mace. She's actually on the evil team. If you watch our streams, you'll see that we have a good and an evil party. Also want to talk about stat trackers. We use that all the time. I actually have the stat. Let me hide which one it is so they can't see what's going to be going on maybe tonight. But we use stat trackers all the time. And basically what it is it allows me not to have to look into the monster manual or pull everything. I can just really quick have a neat little quick notes on this card that make it easier for me to look up. And James Keeler, which is actually Alistair Bramblebeard in our party, he's not here tonight. Unfortunately, he had to do something else. He's a little busy, but he is the owner of that company that makes it. So again, I am Tony, and I told you we are in session 14. Again, this is 5e rules. Everyone originally started out level 1. They are now level 4. This whole map is made with Dwarven Forge. If you've never heard of Dwarven Forge, I highly suggest you take a look at their product. They are the best product on the market. You really won't find anything else that's better or lasts as long. As LED lights. It's just so over the top, man. Just awesome stuff. We have live games every week where we do virtual games, and once COVID is over, we're also going to be starting an actual in-person game with the in-person group I used to play with here in the town that I live in before COVID started and all that crazy stuff. So we'll be doing that as well. But next Friday, we'll be playing the Evil Team, and that will be at 6 p.m. this coming Friday, if you hopefully will tune in for that. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves now, and we are going to start with, Mr. Omar.
What's up, guys? I'm Omar. I'm playing the rogue halfling that goes by the name of Faraday.
All right. Now, Jay.
Howdy, I am Jay. I play as him, the Tiefling Celestial Warlock.
All right. Colin.
Hey, my name is Colin, and I am playing Scraps, the Kobold Battlesmith Artificer.
Alexander.
Hey everybody, I am Alexander and I am playing Malkavia, the half-elf rogue wizard, as well as temporarily playing Alistair Bramblebeard, the dwarf druid.
And last but not least, Nat.
Hi everybody, I'm Nat and I'm playing Razanor, the Dragonborn Paladin of Justice.
All right, and again, I'm Tony, your DM. And to give a quick synopsis, now again, we've been through 3 chapters, so a lot has happened at this point. But basically, the overview is there is a sickness that was spreading in Daggerdale. I did not pick this adventure for COVID. I started before COVID. So it's just coincidence that's a sickness. But there is a sickness spreading throughout the town. They have found out that Colderan seems to be behind it. He is the dark mage lord of the forest that has been brought back to life by Aragon, which was an evil female cleric that of Cyric, which they found notes on when they broke into the warehouse, which is a whole nother adventure into itself if you watch that episode. But now they are into the area where they went underneath the ruined Temple of Lathander that had been burnt out by that cleric when she wanted to find Colderan, what was underneath it. And now they are inside there. They have explored the first few levels. They went into a little area that had a burial area, which had a bunch of sarcophaguses. They checked that out. And then they went now even further down where it looks to have turned into cavernous areas. And they had last week, they fought 2 water elementals. As they're on the path, they're hoping to Colderan. And that is where we're going to start, where again, they had just finished their battle with the water elementals after an intense battle, and I'm going to let them take it away from there.
I feel like first thing we should probably do is kind of assess where we are.
Yeah, probably rest.
And rest.
It's not a
Maybe
bad
back
idea.
up a bit.
Maybe we should go back to the tunnel.
I agree. If we're going to rest, we should set up at a choke point.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Maybe I can set up. Actually, Tony, really quickly, as far as this room that we're in with the bridge, across the bridge is another tunnel. Is that right, or is it just an open chasm?
It's like another tunnel. Across the bridge is like the tunnel that we
Okay.
came through.
Should I possibly set an alarm by the entryway of that tunnel, or are we possibly worried that more watery behemoths might show up?
I think if we're set up far enough into the tunnel, any further elementals shouldn't notice us or at least bother us.
Well, here's the situation. Once we've made it across the bridge, should we risk going back? What if more of these creatures decide to descend upon us?
I mean, if more of these water elementals keep showing up, we might as well just flood the whole damn place.
I don't think they care about water.
Yeah, but everybody else can deal with them.
Yeah, Colderan, I don't think would want to deal with angry water elementals.
Right, well.
How about this? If we cross the bridge now.
So, what else can we see in this room, Tony?
I can go over the description of the room again. Hold on.
Yeah, so I know we came from the hook horror tunnel out into an open area with a waterfall and a raging river and a bridge. What's on the other side of the bridge?
On the other side is basically what you see there. It's just more of the same cavernous area. To your south is another exit. Looks like another tunnel that is going out. Well, obviously like a pathway that's large enough for each one to single file down. You can see that to your south. And then, of course, to your east is the bridge itself. And then, of course, you got the waterfalls you can see there as well. And then the river that is going right there to your east as well. You're on the other side of the bridge now. So the river that is going now underground is to your east. So basically, you've taken care of the water elementals. So you've got the river. You've got this dark, dank area. Basically, the only way to see is either if you have dark vision or if you're using a torch. So the people who need torches have them right now. And again, you just have that area. And then across the bridge, you have the other tunnel that is leading back out to where you had come from the area with the sarcophaguses and everything else.
Okay.
Did we venture a bit more forward?
We could send Archibald and Hush down to.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm
So I will send Archibald the second down.
Hold on. Him, what did you say?
I don't think we should go any further than this room. If we want to go back, then that's one thing. But going any further would be disastrous, I believe, because we're all so injured. He grips his side and just like it hurts.
I understand. I'm in the same predicament, but I'm just looking for a place that makes sense.
I mean, whatever everybody else decides, I'll defer.
Again, there's no harm in looking, right? And so I'm just
Mm,
gonna
that's fair.
work into Archibald and fly into the other down the corridor.
Then Malkavia will sit down beside Alistair, just warg into Hush, and send to follow with Archibald.
All right, so you're going down that other little tunnel that's to the south?
Yeah.
All right.
Slowly.
While this is going on, Raznor will put 10 points of lay on hands into him, and then the other 10 into Faraday.
Okay. So you're now in your animal forms, right?
Yes, we're in
They
our
see your eyes.
familiars.
Mm-hmm. Those familiars, when you take on that, do they? This is just a question. I would think that they would also take on the smell of the animal, right?
I don't know.
I kind of don't think so.
The animals.
Since they're considered celestial, fey, or fiend, whenever they're summoned. So they aren't.
Yeah, they're just
actually-
in the form of an animal.
All right then. All right, so let's go ahead and get you down that tunnel. Open it up a little bit. What you see, let me actually read it to you here. There we go.
To be honest, we actually don't have that much of a range with it, though.
Only like
So
what, 60 feet or something?
100 feet.
100 feet? Oh,
So how far are you going down this cavern to the south here?
I'm planning to gain as much information as I can. So to the extent as far as it can go, which is 100 feet from where we are, from where I'm standing.
Okay, so that'd be pretty far. That'd pretty much be all. That would be pretty far.
And I think technically for familiars, you can see through their eyes still.
Yeah.
But you just can't give them orders past that range.
Correct.
Well, if he can go 100 feet, then it's gonna make it all the way to here. It's gonna see the entire room. But I already know. So 100 feet is well into the room. It won't see past that area because it's not open.
Now, what I should have suggested is that we both don't send them together, just in case there's some kind of issue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Too late now.
I figured that if there's a split in the road or something like that,
Hmm.
Hush will stick around at the split if Archibald keeps going.
All right, so you've sent them down there. Let me go ahead and describe what you first see.
Can't hear any of what he's saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm away from the mic. I'm coming back. Is that better?
Yep.
Yes.
Much better.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and read what you see as you enter this area. I don't know. You should be able to see the home, and you do. Okay, good. The cavern is moist with moss and earthly smells, and the floor and walls are slick. A circle of enormous mushrooms in the center of the cavern hides the other side from view. But your familiar, Archibald, sees a large green form in the distance. You can also hear through his ears the faint cries of what sounds like a small child. Now I'm going to roll perception. I need you to roll a stealth because I feel like being merciful.
All right.
Merciful.
Rolling. You want me to roll the stealth as the creature?
Yes. To see if
Alright.
I catch. And I'm going to roll perception against your stealth.
Stealth is plus. So D20 plus 3. Ugh, 9.
All right. Well,
Do you need me to roll as well?
no, because it detects it sees the troll now, turns around, it makes a guttural sound because Archibald saw it near the child it was at the bars because you see there's actually a prison in there, like a little jail cell has been makeshiftily made in there, and Archibald could see that there is a small child in there. It looks like a small boy, can't really tell too much of the age, but it can see that, and there's a small cage. But now, of course, the troll, Archibald, I guess, when it came in, the wings had somehow fluttered in such a way where it hit a stone, and the wind knocked over a stone, and the troll was able now to hear Archibald, and now it's walking. It makes a guttural grunt. Fresh meat, bird food. And now is walking towards the area where Archibald had come from, or walking
I
towards
will
Archibald.
amp Archibald out into the ether and come back and tell everyone, okay, so back into the tunnel we shall go. Back the way we came, we shall go that way.
Hush.
You go
will-
first. I'll
will
make sure. I'll cover you.
dispel, or yeah, I'll cancel Hush as well. Same thing.
Truly, folks, there appears to be some kind of troll creature guarding a small child. Neither of us are in the position to fight. However, and it appears to me that we should probably gather ourselves before this next challenge.
It's coming. You got about another 2 rounds, I'd say. Another about 10 seconds. 10 seconds
So
before
I
it gets
suggest
it.
we go across the bridge before it's too late.
I smell meat. Meat.
Goodness.
Should we destroy the bridge?
You can hear it from a
Or at the
distance.
very least, block it in some manner. But really, we must be going. I am gone. And I am now halfway down the bridge. Going away from
I'm right behind Faraday.
Alistair, gruffs. He's like, "What the hell did you do?" And then scurries across the bridge, and he and Malkavia both stand at the opposite end of the bridge, back towards the Temple of Lathander on that side, and is getting ready to cut the ropes on the bridge.
And Raznor is making a point of being the last one across to make sure everyone else gets across fine.
So they can, because they're back across the bridge.
So,
In the other room.
if we cut this bridge, can we get across later? I don't know.
How far can you be thrown, Faraday?
That's the least of our worries. I'm more concerned about our more heavier compatriots.
Tony, how long is the bridge?
Hold on, setting y'all up.
Tony?
I'm coming. Hold
on.
He's- I think he's moving stuff around.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
All right. So while he's doing that, then, all right. So I guess we could we could leave the bridge up and go all the way back.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
It's
guys.
either we handle
So-
this in a very smart situation on the bridge itself, use it as a choke point, or we retreat to a safer spot. But honestly, if this troll wants to keep chasing, this is a good advantage position to fight it.
I agree.
So,
You got the
Tony,
trolls
Tony, how
coming.
long is the bridge?
I'd say that the bridge is about 20 feet long. Well, no, about 15 feet. 15 feet. 15 to 20.
All right.
I mean, you can get across the bridge in a single turn, so we've got like
Right.
seconds to decide what we want to do.
don't-
I will.
Yeah, it's
Hold on,
about
take a
20
base
feet
on-
because 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20 feet. 'Cause I can see the squares.
Is it within 30 feet of me?
The bridge?
No,
You're-
no, the troll.
Now the bridge is right across the other side of the troll, the other side of the bridge. It's right about to come up on the bridge. It's smelling you.
All right, so if it's within 30 feet, I'm just gonna cast Hideous Laughter and hope for the best.
5, 10, 15, 20. No, it is not within 30 feet yet.
Some save, right?
Okay,
when you get to-
so I will wait until it is within 30 feet exactly
Okay,
and cast Hideous Laughter.
okay, because you're right here. Right?
Um,
Can you see your torch?
Yes.
Okay, and then you're right, and then the troll's here. So for him to be
Right,
20
I
feet,
see him.
he's going to be on the bridge.
Like I said, if he comes within 30 feet, I'm holding the spell ready to launch it at him.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Alistair gets on the opposite end of the bridge, on the side that we're on from what I'm seeing on the camera, and he transforms back into a bear.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
can everybody hear me okay?
Yes. Well, we
It
can
sounds
hear
like
you.
you're far away, but it sounds
Very
like you're
far
far
away, but we can
Okay,
hear you.
good. Okay, so Faraday is holding his spell. Bramblebeard is turning back into a bear and standing at the foot of the bridge. What is Scraps?
No,
and his-
on the bridge, not the foot, not the foot of the bridge, on the bridge. Like
On the
that
bridge,
way,
okay.
it blocks the movement. Yes.
Okay, you want to put a choke point. Gotcha. Okay. What is Scraps doing?
Scraps 2 will go up and stand behind Bramblebeard, and Scraps will ready a firebolt
Okay.
and just cower at the back, coughing up blood. Going, I think this is a bad idea.
All right. Is your little Scraps 2, is he behind you as well?
No,
Sorry,
he's not.
Scraps
He's not
2 is
there.
behind
Scraps 2 is
Bramblebeard. I am at the very back of the room. The The
By
minis are.
ferreting him.
Gotcha.
I'm a die, so I'm gonna stay at the back. Scraps 2's at full health, so he can go up at the
Okay,
front.
So you're hiding back there. Got it.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is-
perfect.
What's
I can't
Malkavia
see.
doing?
Malkavia resummons Hush back to his side and just prepares to fight. Blades out and is just waiting.
All right, him, you're right here. I'm putting the dot on your character. Can you see it? Because I heard you say you can't see. Can you see your character now?
Yeah, we can see everybody.
Yep.
All right.
I can't see anything.
You can't
Oh,
see anything?
well, but she's not looking on. She's not on Twitch.
I am on Twitch. It's just
Oh,
not
you are?
loading.
Oh, I see.
That's
So,
not
So it's not the same thing.
right. So yeah, just where do you want to be? Okay. Where do you want your character to
She
be?
can't
Close
see
to
her
it?
character?
Imagine that we're on the other side of the bridge. The troll is about to jump on the one side of the bridge, and we're on the other side.
Wait, what's going
Okay.
on? Why can't she see
Then
her
I want to
character?
stay closer to Scraps, I think.
Scraps. Okay, got it. So
Yeah.
Tony, put him next to Scraps.
In the back.
Yeah.
Okay, why can't him see her character? What's going on? She can't. Is the camera not on him?
No.
Works.
The problem is Jay's internet where she is right now doesn't let her get on Twitch, so she can't see.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jay. I didn't know that. Okay. Razanor, where are you? Where do you want to go?
I'm not really sure where I can go at this point because the choke point's there. Bramblebeard's already being covered by Scraps 2. I'm open to ideas.
Do you have a bow?
The only ranged attack I have is my breath weapon, which I can use more than once now.
I mean, depending on. So, Tony, how wide is that choke point on the bridge? Like, does the bear cover the entire space of the width of the bridge, or is there space for people to stand side by side?
No, the bear covers the entire space. Did
Say
you
again,
hear me?
Tony?
The bear covers the space. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Bear
Okay.
covers the space. I'm putting your bear there right now.
Bear with me, guys.
Ha ha.
Oh wait, is Scraps small like Faraday is small?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't have the halfling thing where I can occupy a space.
Okay.
You'd think kobolds would.
You'd think, but no, just minus negatives to strength and stuff, and
also-
sunlight sensitivity, all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
But also think Dragonborn have dark vision, but
You'd think, considering
That's
dragons
okay.
have true sight, but eh.
All right, Faraday spell. 5, 10, 15,
I don't know. I guess I'll stay where I am and use my breath weapon a couple
Faraday,
times.
If you move up about 5 feet,
So
Faraday,
I'm
your
I'm hoping this
spell-
thing doesn't have very good wisdom.
Let's hope. Well, let's hope you tell really funny jokes.
It's Faraday.
He's probably a terrible joke, actually.
We'll move Faraday.
I would imagine Faraday's
Probably-
jokes are like really terrible high class humor.
Yeah, so 1.
Or they're just stories about him.
Yeah, no.
Not him,
Yeah, I know.
but himself. Yeah.
And then he gave me pomade like it was anything like Dapper Dan. Can you believe it?
Faraday, I moved your character just like 5 feet
Right,
because
that's
if by doing that you'll be able to get your spell off. So that's a pretty cool looking scene on Twitch.
Yeah.
I like our new black backdrop. You don't see our garage door anymore. All right, so
Nice.
now at this point, I've already rolled initiative. Since this wasn't a surprise because you heard the troll coming and he could smell you. So now the troll is now on the bridge. Meat, fresh meat. Oh, I'm going to lick the bones. Lick the bones. And master will be happy. All right, so I need everybody to roll some initiative. And it looks like they have.
Ha!
Eee.
Nat 1.
Nice.
Oof.
Scraps is.
Oh wow, nat 1 for Malkavia.
Oof.
I can't see shit. I'm sorry.
Malkavia, what did you get? A 5? Okay.
Yeah,
What did Alistair get? 18?
an 18.
Faraday got an
Okay.
18 as well.
18 for Faraday.
Has mine gone through?
No.
No, it has not. Not yet. What did you get, Jay? Or
I have
him?
no clue. That's the thing.
you have dice in your periphery
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna bring.
Roll dice.
You might have to do it the old-fashioned way since it's not going to.
Yeah.
Nat, what did you get?
I got a 21.
Woo! Smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's I see it right there. Duh, I should have saw it. All right. So obviously the order is Nat, Faraday, or Alistair.
me.
Who wants to go first? Both y'all have. Faraday.
Faraday
he
has a
plus
higher
5.
has a
Yeah.
higher deck.
Yep.
I see it. That's +5. So yeah. Just saw that.
My
Oh, initiative. Him is just before Faraday and Alistair.
Did it finally go through?
Really?
Yeah, it did. The first one went through. Oh, we'll count the
Actually-
first one. Which was
Actually,
To roll.
it looks like a 19, which means that him actually goes first because
Yeah.
Alistair was an 18.
No, Nat goes first. Nat's 21.
yeah, Nat goes first.
Oh,
Nat,
yeah.
and then
Sorry.
Finally, it went through. God, I'm gonna lose my shit.
All right.
all
so
three of them all at once. So you just need to click it once and wait, I guess.
All right,
Perfect.
so, and this troll looks mighty beefy. You can tell it's been eating well and getting strong. Its limbs are green. The cords of its muscles, it's bigger than the average troll. This thing has been, like I said, eating well. God knows what it's been eating, but you hope not.
Spinach!
Yeah.
Could it fit through the tunnel behind us?
What?
Could it
Oh.
fit through the tunnel behind us? Like, is it
Yeah,
too big
yes,
for the
it could.
tunnel?
No, it could fit.
If it fit through that tunnel that it just followed the
Yeah.
bird through, then it could probably fit through those
Yeah.
ones.
I mean, that's
Sing-
It
fair.
wouldn't be able to fit through the hole with all the rats, so if all you guys die, Scraps knows a safe place to hide. Faraday, you can come too.
The,
All right,
the what's it called? The gate that goes down. What's it called?
Alice.
Here's the order, guys, just to let you know. Nat, then him, then Faraday, then Alistair, then the troll, then Malkavia, and then Scraps.
Portcullis is a good point.
What did y'all want to do? You want to run?
Well, didn't Faraday have a vicious mockery already set up and lined up to go before?
Yeah, I think someone had some held.
Yeah,
I think we all had held
yes.
actions for when you got across the bridge.
Well, I
so.
know Faraday did. I didn't hear anybody else say they had held actions, but I know Faraday did.
I was holding a firebolt at the back. If he's within 30 feet of me, that is. If he's not within... Oh, wait, sorry, 120 feet. I forgot firebolt's silly.
Oh yeah, you're within 120 feet because each one of those squares on the that you see in the map is 5 feet, represents 5 feet. All right, so Faraday, it's a wisdom save, I think, for the you need for your spell.
Yes, 13. He needs to save. He's on the floor laughing.
Hey.
Yep, and he's not immune to that or anything, so he's good to go. He falls down. The troll is now laughing. What joke are you telling him, Faraday? You have to describe your jokes.
Do you know that? What is a troll? What do you call a troll in charge? In control.
Oh boy! How long does that last for?
A while.
I think it's a minute.
It's it's up to a minute. So if he's on the
So
bridge,
do-
Could you
prone,
put the
on
spell?
bridge,
Could you put the
question.
spell up in chat for me, Faraday, just so I could take a look at it again? I mean, I basically know what it does.
So, with this troll now being down and prone, laughing for a minute, do we want to get across the bridge and break the
My
bridge
thought is-
and make him
my
go in
thought
the
is-
river?
My thought is make him go in the river, and
Yeah.
weigh him down if possible.
Yeah, I like the I like Malkavia's idea. Let's get across the bridge while this guy's incapacitated.
I have rope and 75 pounds of iron.
Okay, so
Oh,
we've
we
got
can find-
6 seconds to get behind him because he's gonna roll again.
Okay.
So or
Alright.
figure out how we're gonna handle him, and then if we want to grapple him or something like with advantage. I don't know.
think we should handle him.
Yeah.
He's just going to become a problem later if we don't.
Let's
By the-
get
this
on the
discussion-
other side of
listen,
him first, so that
this
he's not
discu-
stopping our path.
This discussion that you're doing, no matter how long it takes to be fair, give it where it takes at least 15 seconds for y'all to discuss what you're going to do. 10 to
All right,
15
so
seconds.
you're gonna have to roll again then, because he gets another roll.
Well, I'll wait till
Yeah,
after you
that'd
make.
be-
I'll wait till after you've made your your choices and
our,
everything.
our
you know.
choices. All right.
Fair enough.
So all in favor of taking him out, say aye.
Hi.
Alright. Let's get to the other side of him first.
Okay. You do
Okay.
realize
Oh,
that
should we
you're.
get people on
Issue
both
is,
sides?
if he's big enough to block, can anybody who's not a halfling get by him?
No, I was just about to say that, and also
Right.
be aware that you're now in your movement points. So people who are all the way across the bridge and way in the back, like him and Scraps, it would take them longer to get across the bridge anyway. Because
How do we just take out the bridge? We can fix it. It's only like 20 feet long.
I just want to yell for Scraps 2 to help Bramblebeard push him off the edge of the bridge. I feel like that'd
Yeah.
work.
So that's a strength check with advantage. That's rough.
So
Okay, that's plan A. What's plan B? Like working. Who's can somebody hit him really, really hard while he's on the floor? Like,
I
Uh,
wouldn't.
Portcullis could be plan B.
I
everybody can hit them all at the same time with ranged and everything else.
yeah, and my fire breath will stop him regenerating.
okay, so who? All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, it's.
Wait, what do we
he's gotta
get
be
advantage on with
incapacitated for
this?
one round, so at the very least, and if he takes no damage, he will stay incapacitated. So that's the other thing.
Is
So long as he fails to save.
So go ahead, him.
does he have? Do we have advantage on ranged or melee attacks when he's on the floor like that?
Melee.
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 Oh, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
And I mean, I can hit him pretty hard with a melee attack. Like I can get him good, but the question is, if we commit to that, he
Yeah.
gets the
And we only have like 1 or 2 people that can get good melee hits on him right now.
saving throw. If he's damaged,
Right.
he gets advantage on a saving throw.
So why don't we just try to take
So-
out? Why don't we try to take out the bridge and then whack him if that can't be done fast enough?
Right? You mean we're gonna
Yeah.
take the bridge down? Like, do we know that is
Yeah.
going to be?
Or can we?
I'm trying to
Just
figure out
roll
how
him
y'all
off the
gonna.
edge.
So, yeah. Alistair will push him off the bridge as a bear.
Good. He's
Right.
laying down on the
Okay.
ground, so Scraps 2 will help him, and they'll just roll him
All
off
right,
the
there
edge
you
of the
go.
bridge
That's-
into the water.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Downriver.
Okay. Yep.
Not towards the waterfall, the other way.
All right, so y'all are pushing him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Scraps
roll
doing
my
it now.
save. Before you do that, since y'all have made your choice, my guy is now gonna roll his thing. To be fair to
Come
the
on,
troll.
roll low.
Roll low for you.
Roll low, please. It was a really funny joke.
Damn it!
Oh.
All right. As you're approaching the troll, getting ready to push it, the troll gets up. It is now. Joke, not funny no more, little man. So the troll.
All right.
That's fair.
Ask for it.
All right. So the troll is now up. The troll is up. I personally would have just ran, just to let you know.
Personally would have too, but everybody else.
I would have been like, yo, I'm the F out of here. So thought Faraday was running. But now that troll is up, we're in the fun time zone. So now we are back to initiative. fun times now. It is Razanor's turn first.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry. Does Alistair still not even get at least a check to push him off, even though he made his save? Or because he was incapacitated.
I'll do it where he can try to push him on his turn, but he was getting up as y'all were approaching him. That's the point, the save, because it occurred with. I gave you 15 seconds to talk, so within that time he was getting his
Technically, it
roll.
only took him 6.
Yeah, so what the point is, he got a roll
Really
because
fast
I had to be
talkers.
fair that y'all were. Yeah, I don't know if you could be
Fair
that
enough.
fast talkers, but yeah, I mean, I gave him one roll to see if they got up. To be fair,
Yeah.
So yeah, now that he got up, it is now Razanor's turn. The troll is up. This thing is green and drippy. Don't worry, no bad descriptions yet. So this is just normal green. It's dripping, slime. Its matted skin is dry and parched in some areas, and the other has just wet. It's just disgusting, this thing. You can smell the breath of this thing from a distance, and it's looking at all of you with its yellow teeth and smiling with bits of plaque all over in chunks in the middle of its teeth. Smell good.
All right, and I need him to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am using my my upgraded breath weapon from the Unearthed Arcana. So instead of a 15-foot cone, it is actually a 30-foot line.
You bitch. You bastard. You bastard.
I asked you ahead of time, and you said yes.
Yeah, well, I'll adjust that for next game. But on this one, I guess I'll have to let it somewhat go.
I think you even could have hit him with the 15-foot cone, actually.
Probably.
Yeah, but that would have hit Alistair then.
You gonna burn down the bridge?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Wouldn't
Speaking
be
of
as
this, where he falls right in.
wouldn't be as
Yeah,
easy
right.
as y'all think. It isn't like the cartoons where you just burn something, it turns to ash in 5 seconds. And in reality, if you really tried to burn this thing or deconstruct a heavy log bridge, I used to sell log homes, it's going to take a long time. So I will let our cheating paladin, Raz, since I like Raz and I've known him for a long time, I'm gonna let him get away with it for this game. Let me do my dex save. You cheating bastard.
Cheating hell. Okay, so he will take half damage from this.
Okay.
A whopping 6 fire damage in total.
All right.
So
But that's-
you can't regen.
Yeah, no regen from this round. All right, so he takes 6 damage. And now, as you know, the fire goes towards him. This won't be too much. It just hits him, and you see a little bit just burn up on his skin as it turns. It turns into a black mark, and you see his face kind of is urgent pain as he cries out, "Ah, I hate fire! No fire!" And he kind of like tries to brush it away, and it's gone. And now, is there anything else you want to do from where you're at?
You don't like fire? Then run! That's it.
Intimidation check?
You could try that, but like if you want to try intimidation,
Sure.
don't know if he's.
That's a whole 12.
No, he's not
Not
intimidated
terrible,
by
but
you.
it's not good.
Yeah, he's not intimidated by you. This is a tough, big troll. He's bigger than the average troll. Like I said, he's more muscular. He's like that really tough picture of the kangaroo, the muscular
Yeah.
kangaroo that everybody's all seen.
Yes.
It's like just jacked. That one kangaroo. Pic. All right, so
He's
now
Kangaroo Jack.
Yo, no, there's a picture of a kangaroo, a real kangaroo that's like so muscular. It's crazy.
Mhm. He's
Jay-
literally just standing there squaring up to the cameraman.
Yeah, it is now Jay's turn.
Alright, so how far away is the troll from me currently?
You are 5, 10, 15.
The distance
20,
have not
25,
changed,
30,
really.
35, about 35 feet.
Okay.
About 40, actually 40 feet.
I think that'll do.
40 feet.
Okay, 40 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to use my last healing thing on Scraps. So I'm gonna give him a d6 of healing.
My gosh, thank you.
It's only a 3. I'm sorry.
It's still like a third of my health.
Oof!
um,
Oh,
but for my attack, I'm gonna run off to the side to where I have like a clear shot at him, at the troll.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to get any closer to him at all, but I want to be able to have a clear shot.
You don't want to get any closer?
And then I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
I mean, Eldritch Blast is 120 range, so you could do it wherever as long as you can see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but-
range is fine. The only way you can get a clear shot if it can't go through people on the bridge is you'd have to get to the side area of the bridge. I'll show you. Right around kind of like in here by Malkavia, around this area, or the other side around that area. Because you
Okay,
can't-
so either
Whichever side.
Okay.
so either next to Malkavia or next to Raz.
I'll go next to Raz. I like Raz.
Solid choice.
Apparently Malkavia is not liked.
It's not that I don't like Malkavia, it's that Raz specifically took the moment to be like, I like you.
Raz can deflect as a reaction, so.
Which is also a bonus.
Yeah.
All right,
Raz is a very tanky boy.
I put you
but
right
yeah,
next to
that's-
Raz.
9 force damage
All right.
to it.
Is there any? There's
on
no.
my turn.
Is that an attack? Like I thought you had to do like an attack. Is there an auto hit? I didn't.
Yeah,
think
that's
that
an
was-
attack.
Okay.
I did my bonus action with Scraps, and then my action was Eldritch Blast.
No, I mean, is there an attack roll for Eldritch Blast, or
Yeah,
it's just?
Yeah, I already did.
Oh,
I don't see. We don't see it.
Yeah, I
Didn't
didn't
come
I don't see
through.
it.
Did I not do it? Oh, that sucks. Okay, let me re-roll that then.
Sorry. Well,
damage came
You
through.
could just tell me. You don't have to re-roll
I,
it.
I rolled both. I rolled both, but I guess it just.
I'll trust you. What did you roll? It's okay.
Now I rolled a nat 1. That's no good.
Yikes. Hey, I have a +7. It's still pretty cool.
what did you roll
Okay,
the
well,
first
if I'm
time?
missing, that's fine. At least I healed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, can I use my inspiration on that roll?
You can if you. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to use your inspiration to re-roll it one more time, go ahead for the attack. Go ahead.
I mean, it's all up to you.
Well, yeah, you can go ahead because I thought you had already rolled your attack. Let's say we could use your first number, but if you didn't roll,
I
then yeah.
have, but it didn't show up, so I don't
Yeah.
really think that should be official.
Hmm.
It did not go through. Are you kidding me, game?
Well, I would have trusted you, but it's all right. If you want to re-roll, you can.
You have like physical dice?
Not on me. I'm out of state.
I mean, you could tell us.
All
where
right.
to
Well,
go.
that one hits.
There we
That
go.
one's
That's
definitely.
much better.
Okay. You want to describe your hit so you can describe how you attack it with your Eldritch Blast.
Summoned rapier in one hand, Eldritch Blast energy just coiling up in his fingers in the other hand, and he just launches it once he gets over next to Raz and plops it right between its eyes, hopefully. It's a really good attack. If only it had been higher. But yeah, just a good ass hit.
And that takes off
Do you have
9
any-
points of damage.
Do you have any invocations that combo with your Eldritch Blast right now?
Yeah, I have Agonizing Blast, which gives me +5 damage to it, so
Oh, damn, nice.
Yeah.
yeah. That was like the first one I took. I was like, I need Agonizing Blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, the others don't really.
Well,
I
that's
usually like to go agonizing and then repelling myself.
Didn't you have it to where they also slow down?
I did, but I switched that out when I leveled up.
Mm.
Got it.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Alrighty
took,
then,
level
so-
3 with Cat Weapon.
It's Faraday's turn, yes?
Yes, it is. It's now. It's just. I was waiting for everybody to stop talking. Didn't want to interrupt. It is now.
Sorry.
Faraday will
No, there was good RP. I thought good RP going. I didn't want to interrupt. It is
Faraday
now-
will move through the spaces of his allies so that he's standing in the shadow of Bramblebeard.
Okay.
So that is, how many feet is that in movement? Is that 15 feet?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. About 20 feet.
Okay, so I'm standing now in Bramblebeard's space. I will, as a bonus action, cast Hex.
Okay. You're hexing them?
Yep, and it's a 6 damage. So that's a bonus action of 6 damage if I hit. Okay.
Okay.
So I've cast Hex on it now.
If you hit, you get 6. Okay.
Yeah, if I hit, but while it's cast, it also has a few other things. It has a disadvantage on ability checks and some other things. I'm going to say it has disadvantage on Constitution.
Strength.
Okay, strength. Everyone's so on strength ability checks. Yes, on strength ability checks, he now has disadvantage.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. And now,
ability.
as an action, I'm going to cast Booming Blade. So, and hit him with my sword. So here goes.
All this has to hit though to go off, I guess.
Yeah, all this has to hit. This
Well,
is
the hex automatically goes like that. Like he is hexed.
All right, so he is hexed, which means his strength
So
has
20
a
hits. 20 hits.
Okay.
All right, so
Definitely
20 hits. I'm going to roll the damages.
Oh!
23 damage plus 6.
Damn.
9 damage.
Okay.
God
Well,
damn.
Plus, he's going to take...
Another
That's 6 necrotic from
He's
Hex.
going to take 8 when he moves again.
Okay.
Oh!
booming blade.
Plus,
Do
he
you
got
need to roll the d6 for the necrotic damage?
I already did. Scroll up. You'll see it.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
It was.
Oh,
it was like,
okay, right.
I rolled
So-
max damage.
Huge hit
Nice,
coming in.
nice.
So it takes.
On every roll, I rolled max damage. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
God
So that's-
damn.
Did you
30
find?
coming in
Wait a
making a
minute. Wait a minute.
statement.
Wait. Faraday rolled max. Faraday, did you find out the same hack that I was using on the dice?
Someone razzes you
Damage on
too.
every roll, dude. That's crazy.
All right, so you
literally
did.
max damage.
So 29 damage total, right? Basically.
29
so-
damage, and when he's gonna take 8 more when he moves.
But wait, it gets cooler than that because you did that. And that was hold on. Oh, that was piercing, not slashing. This coronator is not. I thought coronator was slashing. Oh well, so no.
Yeah, it's considered.
Slashing is like great swords and great axes.
Right.
Yeah,
long
so
swords.
that does
Yeah.
not happen. Sorry.
scimitar.
Nope. Nothing cool happens. All right, so now, is there anything else you want to do, Faraday? Like, do you want to stay where you are?
I will retreat if I can. I mean, what's the ruling here? If I'm in the space of one of my allies, as far as retreating, do I get an attack of opportunity against me?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
so then I'm gonna stay there and just have Bramblebeard protect me. That
was a massive
But
attack.
he is technically under full cover.
Right.
So if the troll does try to attack him, it would be a disadvantage.
Okay, so he's under full cover. That's the ruling in the book. I didn't know that. All right.
That's a pretty cool.
Well, he's tiny, right? And Alistair is a bear that's large, and so he's occupying the same space. He's under the bear. He's covered by it.
Someone's snickering.
I just imagine Faraday peeking up from under Bramblebeard Bear, then landing 29 damage.
Yeah. Like just stabbing this fucking
It's just
troll
so
with his
funny.
blade.
to be honest.
He attacked his ankles.
Yeah.
I just shoved the sword up.
I don't know how I feel about that
Right
cover,
in the
but
crottle.
I'm not gonna.
I want to hear the
worry about that.
graphic description of that.
Do you want to? So your attack. Do you want to describe your awesome, amazing?
Yeah, no,
attack?
you see Faraday, he like slithers, and as he's like running through the space of Scraps and through the space of Bramblebeard, he's casting Hex, and then he casts Booming Blade, and in one move he just comes up from underneath the bear and stabs upwards in the groin of the troll with the coronator.
All right. So you just.
Take that, you creature, you vile thing!
You see, as you do it, it's. I'll eat you first. And like as you do it, like screams and a little bit of like. This is a little graphic, so close your ears, anyone. The blood seems to come out of a little bit of its mouth, you know, because you had stabbed so high, the blood went into its stomach. It's coughing up a little bit of blood.
That's gross.
All right. So yeah, that's why I say graphic description incoming. Graphic description done. Whoever's watching, thumbs up. We're good to go now. All right. Next is, and I'll have to think about that ruling on the cover, that full cover.
I mean, he's under a large creature. And occupying
Yeah.
the same space.
I guess. Alistair Bramble.
It's only halflings, to be fair.
It's only halflings that get
I
that.
mean,
Alistair.
Otherwise,
I
and
have
you-
7 strength, so you know.
Well, the thing though is that if anybody else were to occupy the same space, it becomes difficult terrain, and there are advantages against them. However, because a halfling has this trait, they are able to.
Oh,
move
that's
through
true. It's a
this.
cool trait. That's a cool trait. Though. All right, Bramblebeard, is your turn, my man, but I know he's not here, so somebody, Alistair, do your best. I mean, Alistair, there we go. You're fake. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bear form, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's great. No accent there. So Alistair Bearform is actually going to just push the bear off the bridge into the water. And you have to do a contested athletics check, but yours is at disadvantage because you're hexed.
You're going to try to push me off the bridge into the water? Okay. Let's see. Oh my god.
Oh.
I rolled a crit on a skill check, which doesn't actually make it a crit, but it's still amazing.
Well, there's really no need to roll, because I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that. So you're trying to push this troll off into the water. Okay.
Wait, was that a strength check?
Down.
Holy crap!
Yeah, he,
Because the bear has +5, and it just got a 20.
All right, well, if that's what y'all want to push this thing in the water, then let's do it. Go ahead, describe your party's push of the troll into the water.
I'll tell you exactly as Alistair would say it. And that's what happens.
All right. Now, so the troll goes into the water. I guess he technically moves, so he takes the 8 points of booming blade damage.
Willing movement. Not,
okay.
So when he tries to move on his own.
Okay. Well, he's going to try to move because he's in the water. He's going to have to move treading water. So, you see,
Yep.
He goes into the water, but it's treading water. It takes the 8 points. You see the booming blade take effect. It shocks it for a second as its arms go up. It screams in pain as the booming blade hits, damage takes effect. And it's trying to swim back towards the surface. Y'all have time to do this as it's, it's a good deal now. It's going down, being washed away.
And all the while, it still has disadvantage on its swim checks because those are athletics checks.
So we're going to roll, I'm going to roll, give him a chance to get to the thing. But if it fails, I'll give him, make it exciting. We'll give him, since he's at disadvantage, give him 2 rolls. 2 rolls at disadvantage both times. First disadvantage, he has to beat a 15. Say to make it to the side, he fails. Second one.
Rolling that one.
Second one. And...
Oh.
Oh my god, I can't believe I actually freaking made that. I'm sorry. Well, that makes it interesting. But you have time to do something. You see it swimming, it's treading water, it's screaming at you. I'm not done yet. Smell the meat. And it's swimming back against the current. So you have a good, I'd say, 15, 20 seconds before it gets to the...
I'm going to do something. I'm going to literally, Faraday's going to look at it at the troll and say, he's going to repeat the same joke again and use his final spell slot to cast Hideous Laughter while he's swimming in the water.
Final spell slot. Ooh, down to the nitty gritty, baby.
The exact same joke a second time.
Nitty-gritty, baby.
You're not very in control.
Maybe he'll think it's funnier now.
Oh,
I've heard that. I've heard that one before. Recently, I think. So the troll, is now.
Rushes.
All right, everybody. Is there anything? Everybody's gonna get one move before it gets to the side. Are y'all gonna stay? Because it's about to be back on the surface, and it's gonna pop up right next to him and Raz.
Okay, so I would have done the spell in the first 6 seconds, and then the second 6 seconds, I'm gonna run across the bridge and get on the other side.
All right, so
Oh, we're going deeper.
Yeah,
We're
we're
going
going in.
backwards.
Yeah, no, now at this
Okay.
point we're going in. This is like,
So you're gonna dash. You're
All
gonna
right.
dash across the bridge.
yeah, I'm gonna dash across. I'm gonna
Okay.
get like as far away from the bridge on the other side as I can.
All right.
And again, I was in Alistair's spot, so I could probably get pretty far.
Yeah.
Wait, are we still going in initiative order?
Yep, you're still in initiative order. So, who's actually? Wait a minute.
So,
Since it's initiative order, Alistair pushed him off. And then actually the troll goes right after Alistair. So that was my turn. So now
Right. So
it's
the
actually
first fail was your turn.
So actually it's Malkavia. It was technically not your turn yet, but we'll say you did that on your turn because I know that's what you're going to do anyway. So it's still past your hideous laughter. That's all that
Right.
matters. So the plan would still be the same. Then he's still heading for the surface. We'll just skip over your turn. Right now it is Malkavia's turn.
Malkavia will start running across the...
And new
Okay.
rule. You get inspiration for reminding the DM of his inspiration fuck up. Or his initiative fuck up. So give yourself inspiration.
I just wanted to know, like, when I would go, because I
No.
had stuff I wanted to
Oh, look at gift horse in the mouth!
The DM thinks about like what cool stuff he's gonna say with the troll, not paying attention to the initiative order. All right. So is Malkavia. What are you gonna do, Malkavia?
Malkavia begins running across the bridge, but he also sends Hush straight at the troll in the water and casts Shocking Grasp at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna run across because you can't get through Alistair Bramblebeard. He's in his bear form. He's taking up the bridge.
You just have to be basically bottled up after him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I will just...
Could he hold his movement? That's something you can.
No, you can hold action, not multiple.
No, yeah.
Alternatively,
Thank
you
you
could
for
try
your
to
honesty.
pull some shit in acrobatics over top of Bramblebeard.
I was thinking about that, but that would probably be an action.
Or
so-
alternatively, we could just stay on this side of the bridge and maybe not die.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking too. I would prefer us to
There's
stay on
no-
this side since we're already...
There's
so
no
shocking-
shame in retreat, people. Sometimes.
That's very true. I think we should abide by the noblest tradition.
Also, I'd like to remind but I would also like to remind everyone that there was some sort of there was a child on the other side, apparently.
Yes.
It was protecting it. It's fine. You said it was in a cage. Obviously, the troll can't hurt it in a cage. It'll be fine.
Wait. So as this is all happening, Malkavia is still going to send Hush over to do Shocking Grasp because he can cast a spell and project it through the familiar. Now,
Shocking grass
the
to
other-
where? He's in the water. He's not actually.
Is he not treading on top of the water?
Oh yeah, yes, he's treading on top. Okay.
Yeah, and
flying.
Hush can just fly over, shock him, and move out. So
Yeah, to like rake his eyes as he's flying by.
yeah, which means that he has, no ability or no reactions. So if you do anything to him now, as we push him further down the river, shoot him with fireballs, I don't know.
Eldritch Blast.
I mean, I do have
Eldritch Blast!
one more use of my fire breath before long rest.
I thought y'all had used up all your stuff
I mean,
in the
if-
elemental battle.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and still roll the attack on the Shocking Grasp.
Go ahead. Huh? That does
I don't
not
think an
hit.
8 hits. So
No, it does not.
yeah, so the Hush flies back, and because owls have the flyby feet, they don't provoke attacks of opportunity. So just flies on up.
I hate those
And Malkavia-
goddamn birds. I'm gonna kill those birds. I swear to God, it's the last thing I'm gonna kill those goddamn birds.
It hasn't done anything. Like even in the last
I
session,
just
it was
don't
always the
like 'em.
secondary attack that was worse.
I've been sour
Anyways,
ever.
so yeah, Malkavia is just going to be at the edge of the bridge behind Alistair, readying his weapon. Actually, no, he's going to run over to where Raz is. That's his movement, and
Okay.
have his weapon ready.
Walleran's gonna have like 5 familiars watch.
There is a spell called Summon Familiar, or Summon multiple familiars or something.
Familiar swarm or something like that.
All right, it is now
Pretty cool.
Scrap's turn.
Oh my gosh, finally. So I am going to push up about 20-ish feet, kind of like right behind Faraday. and squeak a little bit closer towards that big tunnel that goes back towards the room we came from. And if at any point in that movement spree I see the troll within my line of sight, I'm going to pop a firebolt at it.
Does your firebolt go through the area of other people?
Tony, if you're talking, can't hear you.
Yes, when he goes away from the microphone.
Does your
it's pretty hard.
firebolt go through the area of other people without hitting them?
As long as I can see the target, yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, you'll be able to hit the troll because you're moving over from here. You said back to the original tunnel that y'all came through.
Yeah.
So Scraps is getting ready to run.
Looks like it, yep. And then he's telling Scraps 2 to go run and stand by the shoreline where it's kind of where Raz and him are. But I'll roll for that firebolt. It does a 26 hit.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it does, but it's only for 2 points of fire damage, so. I did it, guys! Okay, but maybe we should think about retreating so that we can heal. I'm really hurt.
That firebolt, I feel as if since he's in the water,
It's still fire damage.
It still firebolts his head if it's above the water. It might not light on fire.
And it's
Okay.
2 damage.
So technically, the ruling would be because it's magical fire, it's different. Just the same as shocking grass doesn't cause an electrical charge in water because it's magical.
Malkavia is my lawyer, man. He's good. He
If
always
it makes
comes
you
up with
feel
good
better,
stuff.
we can say that I rolled 10 and you reduced it by 8.
There you go. I like that. Yeah, you rolled a 10. We reduced it by 8 because he's in the water. I like that. Scraps, is there
Perfect.
anything else you want to do, bud?
No, that's okay. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So, Scraps, you're right there at the very, very mouth of the entrance. That's as far as you could make it with your movement. So you're at the very front of the entrance to the actual tunnel, the original one. And now it is Razanor's turn.
Okay. Raz is going to move forward to that square in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and then blast this guy again with another fire breath. So make me a dex save, sir.
Ooh, that's a fail. That is a fail, I know.
Points of fire damage.
Want to describe your attack? Go ahead and describe it.
All right, so Razanor, Razanor interposes himself between him and the troll, kind of telling him and Malkavia, "Get going. I'll make sure you can get away safe."
You go.
Then-
I'll hold him here.
And then takes in a deep breath before letting out a line of raw fire right at this troll.
All right.
That's very impressive, chap, but nothing like stabbing him in the balls.
All right. So he took 8 damage, and it is now. It is
It's my turn.
him's turn again.
Thought so. Him is going to look at Raz and be like, "I appreciate all your help," and toss an Eldritch Blast over his shoulder.
All right. Eldritch blasted up. Wow, this troll hasn't even hit anybody yet.
Pleased.
Only
Unfortunately,
11.
yes, that does not hit. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna use that new inspiration you just gave me.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. See, that will stop me from making those mistakes. Ugh.
Absolutely terrible.
Ruh-roh.
Okay.
No, that one misses
I'm
too.
not going to, but I'm going to use my movement to back up towards Scraps.
Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn. I got the mills.
You can actually get behind Scraps.
Tony, if you're talking.
Nope, I'm back. With your movement, you were able to get behind Scraps.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be behind him. I just want to be like next to him.
Oh, well, I'll remember. I'll
Okay,
get
okay.
yeah, in a second. Now it is Faraday's turn.
Seeing that all my friends initially I said I'd go across the bridge, but seeing as all my friends are going towards the original cave mouth, I will ready my subjugator and fire a shot from my subjugator at the creature. Do I have sneak attack on this? Is this like, how do we handle this?
It's not really engaged with anything. So I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think you have advantage or 5
Okay,
feet.
so no sneak attack. That's fine. All right, here we go. Not good. Oh,
Oof.
no, that unfortunately does not hit. You
yeah,
wanna describe your
I had
miss?
my lucky feat, my halfling luck feat, where if I roll on that one, I get to re-roll, and it only rolled a 3 after a re-roll. Not good. I know I miss. I will go back towards Scraps.
All right, I got you back towards Scraps. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Omar or Faraday?
No, that's it. I will. I already took my action. Let me see if I can do any other bonus action. No, it's still hexed, so it still has those issues.
Strength check.
Other than
Strength
that,
check.
that's it.
It is now Bramblebeard's turn then.
So the bear moves over to the. Is the troll like clinging onto the side of like the land?
It's about
Well-
5 feet away from the shore. It's right about to get to the area where it can crawl up onto. It's not hanging on to anything yet. It's right about to get to the point where it'll be able to crawl up and be within, melee of probably everybody on that side of the shore. Melee, whatever.
Yeah. If he's like, so he is close to where somebody could actually do something to him from the land. Well, the troll's in the water, correct?
Well, he's out of sword range, but you could hit him with an arrow. You could firebolt him like people are doing. Ranged attacks are work right now. Or you could hurl a
Okay, so
javelin,
Alistair-
whatever.
Alistair can't really do anything. Okay. But Alistair will run beside Raz, who's kind of on the shoreline as well, and block another space and hold his action to prevent the troll from climbing up.
All right,
That's
so
going to be his action.
You're going to do a.
Basically, like another push. So if he sees the troll trying to get up, he's just going to push him back into the water.
Well, it's not so much. I hate to say climb up. I mean, it's really just a shore. He's kind of just walking up the. You know what I'm saying? It's like a river. I guess I shouldn't say climb up. Like there's no cliff or anything like that. It's like a river. You have it.
So it's a
slopes.
shoreline that he just wades up on.
Yeah,
Do we have
yeah.
to hold him down in the water to keep him down?
It just stay down. Stay down.
That's the other thing. If that's the case, then if it's a shallow area, does Alistair have enough movement to get to the troll?
I would say. What's your movement as the big one?
Tony?
He can't hear, we can't hear him probably.
What's your movement as the bear?
40 feet.
Damn, bears are fast.
No, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a long way.
I think he has
Yeah.
enough. That's 3.
You
Or-
you actually can't even
yeah.
make it to the shoreline yet. and you're actually back a little bit behind. I just actually had to bring you back.
What if he
space.
jumped off the bridge right onto him? Because, I mean, if this is not... I was under the impression that this river was like a river. It was deep. But if it has a
deep.
shoreline...
I mean, it has a deeper area. I mean, like all rivers, the center is more deep. So, I mean... So, yeah, there is a deeper area, obviously. But as it's swimming towards the shoreline, it gets to be... slopes up to be more and more shallow.
Body slam him back into the river, WWE style.
I'm not a perfect naturalist. I'm sorry. So you're trying to jump. I'll tell you what. Give me, if you want to try to jump on him, he's a good 15 feet away from you. You roll me, but I would love to see a really cool narrative description of this bear jumping and landing and beating the shit out of this troll in the water. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, because you're like doing this cool jump to land on him. You roll me a perfect 20, crit 20. You're doing it.
Well, that's a really high DC.
Yeah.
Just crit it, man.
Very high DC.
Roll that.
So you just want me to roll a d20, or do you want me to? Okay, so just any d20, not even.
Well, just
athletics?
acrobatics, but it has to be a crit. Like you completely max out your acrobatics roll, whatever that.
Acrobatics. Jeez.
I already have a 5%.
Yeah. So his dex is 0. Well, it's
an action that you would take, knowing you have a 5% chance of.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Bears have 19 strength, so if he gets a running start at it, he can long jump 19 feet.
So would you prefer me to do...
If he gets a running start at it.
You can't. A little hard running start from a bridge like that.
Tiny little bridge, yeah.
Okay, so then squash this. Yeah, he's just going to move as much as he can to the shoreline.
That would have been really cool if you did crit, though, and jump on his head, though.
He has no athletics abilities in there.
You got a 5% chance to do that.
Well, no, he has no acrobatics, but he has athletics. But Tony said acrobatics. So.
Yeah,
well, if it had to be a crit, then it doesn't really matter if athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah, it was just
like,
a standard
it would have not
D20.
been the cool thing, the cool narrative thing.
Yeah, it would have just been a bear falling in water.
And then
Which could also be fine.
bear in the water.
Faraday, that sounded
Which,
like
I mean-
English wit. He said that's so clean. That would not have been the good thing.
Yeah. So.
I
sorry
predict
for
there's
all
a
this long wait.
95% chance that bear goes in the water.
100% chance the
so-
bear goes in the water. 95% chance he misses the troll.
So what do you do, Bramblebeard?
So yeah, the bear is just gonna go up as close as he can to Raz to help fend off the retreat.
Okay. Well, that's where you are now, then. Okay, perfect.
Okay,
It is
and that's
now.
it. Sorry.
It is now the troll's turn. So it's gonna climb up.
Or rather, come out, not climb. He swims to the edge.
I'm sorry. Come
Mhm.
out. Come out. And it comes up right in front of Raz. And it's going to attack Raz here. It gets
Wait,
three
wait, wait, wait,
attacks.
No, hold on, Tony. His save is his action. He doesn't get to attack on this round.
I'm confused.
The action, the ability check, the save is his action. That's
Yeah, because you
He
had
needs
those
to get
2
up
saves. Yeah.
right. So you rolled the save. You rolled a 23, but that counts as his action. He can't take another action.
I'm sorry. I don't even know when are we talking about for just him getting out of the water, right, from last round?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you said you were going to roll twice. You rolled the failure on the first check and a 23 on the second. So
Yeah. I think, but I also just let you go again by accident. I just realized that too, because we didn't skip your turn. You just got another turn. So
when?
it's all right. We're just going to not worry about that because you missed anyway, so it didn't matter. So, okay, that's no problem. He just gets out of the water then. He's right next to Raz. No problem.
Sure.
Tony, we were playing through that one turn, the first failure turn that you had, and that's what we were all doing just now.
Right, and then Faraday goes in front of the troll, so that's why Faraday had 2 turns. On the
Perfect.
second turn, the troll gets out.
All right, so he's up out of the water then. No problem. He's in front of Raz, ready to fight. But he doesn't obviously can't do anything. He's just standing there, menacing. The water's now dripping off him. It actually looks a little bit cleaner. It's a nice shiny green troll now.
Nice. You're doing him
It is now
favors.
Malkavia's turn.
His turn. Yeah. Then he's gonna. Oh crap. Yeah. He's gonna run up beside Raz, and attack him
All right.
with booming blade.
Nice. Oh, you're taking a page out of my book there.
I've already been doing this.
Well,
Let's do it
nobody
way before.
until I started doing it. Nice.
Damn.
That's a crit.
Ooh.
Hey,
And that, it's piercing.
Wow, with the worst damage rolls ever.
Oof.
Actually, you
Okay.
rolled max damage on the hit. You just rolled,
This rolled bad on the crit damage.
which doesn't make sense because we do double dice, don't we? We do double damage, or do we do? What do we do?
there
Well,
is-
it looks like it
It
automatically
should just
did its own
automatically
thing.
roll the crit damage. It did it.
Right. Okay. So my question is, did we always do that, or did we just multiply it by 2? I don't remember.
Well, before we were using Roll20 all the time, we had to do the double dice. But now that we use Roll20, it's automatically adding in the extra hit dice. It's programmed in, or whoever's using. It looks like D&D
Right.
Beyond.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's a D&D Beyond thing that it automatically rolls the secondary dice
Yeah, it's already.
instead of just doubling the first ones.
So, okay, so then it probably won't calculate this, but this is what the spell damage for Booming Blade will do. No,
1d8.
yeah, that's because it auto.
Yeah.
Right, so it'd be 1d8 or whatever this is. Oh, wow, so he'll take 16 damage on his next movement.
Right.
Ooh, that's vicious.
Oh, because it's crit. Does it do the
I
crit?
don't know if it
Does
would
the Booming
double
Blade
that.
crit?
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if
a
it
little-
does.
I think it does. I don't
Oh,
think
I
it
don't
Yeah, I don't
think
think
that
it
was
doubles
a
that
spell
either.
that was done, and that's what crits.
Yeah, it was a melee
Yeah,
spell attack.
But
The spell Booming Blade doesn't get an attack roll, so Booming Blade can't crit.
Yeah, I don't think it gets
it
a
just
double.
gets additional. It just gets additional damage. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, then that's fine. Then it's just a solid 8 next time he moves.
It took 7 points of damage. It took 17 points of damage, and then we'll take 8 on the subsequent move.
Yes, yes, that sounds about
Still good.
okay. Still, yeah, still
Yeah.
an amazing
So-
attack.
Good
Describe
hit,
your
yeah.
attack.
Malkavi comes sweeping around behind Rez and just swings his clunky makeshift blade right into the rib cage of the troll, and then pulls it right back out, and then bonus action disengages and moves back to his position. And at the same time, Hush is going to fly over and provide aid to Alistair Bramblebeard by
Oh.
using the help action.
Oh my god!
And then
the
fly
bird.
back.
The bird. The bird.
bird. I haven't been able to resummon mine because it's a bonus action, but you better believe I'd be doing it too.
Kill those birds. All right, so Malkavia's gone. He disengaged with his rogue stuff. It is now Colin's turn, or Scraps.
I'm just gonna hit it with another firebolt and tell Scraps 2 to run up there and hit it as well. And
Make
then
sure- don't
after that,
reach it.
probably back a little farther into the cave. I can see it still from where I am? Or...
Yeah, I'd say you can still see it because you're still right there, just right with Faraday and him in front of you.
Alright, so I'll pop a firebolt at it. I get advantage because of pack tactics.
As
So
long as you can see
24.
through those people. So you definitely hit, as long as you can
So
see through all
5
those people.
points of fire damage. And then I tell Scraps 2 to get in there and help! He runs up.
All right. How much does Scraps do? 2?
19 to hit for 4 points of force damage.
That hits. Wow, y'all are killing this troll. It hasn't even got a chance. This thing is looking so angry. You can tell it's frustrated. There's, it hasn't even got a chance to lash out at any of you.
Yeah.
You get a sense that there's like a force behind the troll that thought this would be a lot more challenge. Yeah. And
We're
it's-
all on edge from these water elementals. I think everything's gonna kill us. It's super productive.
this force seems. You could tell there's a frustration, a sense of frustration in the force behind the troll of how the
It's
hell
almost
is
like-
this going, and I can't even get it
Scrap.
yet.
Scraps
It's almost-
coughs up half of his liver and part of his intestines on the end of his turn and reminds himself that he's near death still and has no spell slots. We're doing it, guys!
We how much health does Scraps have?
Say that again.
9?
9 out of what?
Sorry, 12. 12 out of 26.
Okay. It's not
I
terrible,
will-
but yeah, it's
Super
pretty
horrible. The
bad.
3 helped. The 3 helped.
That's a little bit less than half his HP. Good
Yeah.
lord.
I'm still
I
within
feel
one
like
shot
Scraps
range of
is
my
also-
swing.
Yeah.
I still feel like Scraps is like smoking a cigar, like while he's like firing firebolts. He's like, I'm dying over here.
You wish his voice sounded that horrible because of smoking.
It is now Razanor's turn.
Okay. Razanor is going to swing at this troll.
Swing away.
Swing, bad, swing.
And it was
I
a
cannot
tougher
wait to
troll
see-
too, y'all are destroying it.
It's a 19 to hit for 5
Damn.
slashing damage.
Oh my god.
With the good old Olar.
All right. That hits.
Olar's a short sword though, right? So wouldn't that be piercing?
No. Rapiers specifically are piercing.
Is it a rapier?
No, it's a short sword.
I think
Thought
short swords do
swords
piercing.
for piercing because it's been piercing on everybody else that's using.
Yeah,
a
my
short sword.
my short sword does piercing based on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, all short swords do piercing.
That's weird.
It's all right
All right,
though.
whatever.
Yeah,
If it was a scimitar, it would do slashing.
Yeah.
That is correct.
It's not a big deal.
Alright.
All right. Describe your hit.
All right. So Razanor, as Malkavia kind of fades back from his attack, Razanor steps in and fills his space, slashing across the troll's thigh to try and bring it low.
All right. So you see, like, you know, that you're hamstringing it. It grabs its thigh in pain. I don't want to get too gruesome, but it just grabs its thighs again. A little bit of blood begins to pour. That's as gruesome as we're gonna go. All right. So next is him's turn.
So him is gonna start doing the same thing he does with his Eldritch Blast, but instead of like those like swirling radiant, or force damage or whatever, I think I made it. It's like crackling lightning, and he's gonna guiding bolt. Hopefully, I can land it. Sorry.
That does not hit though, unfortunately.
Oof.
That didn't sound like it hit, at least.
No. Yeah. That.
Just yeah.
Jay, I wish we
Okay.
could have recorded that because that would be great for the crit one for when somebody rolls a 1.
Or somebody swears and you need to censor it.
Yes, that was a great sound. That was almost like that scream they do when somebody falls. Oh, like
The
that.
Hello.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. All right. So
that noise actually came out of him.
so him goes and I just apparently goes to attack with, and just the guiding bolt just goes out of reach. This chain comes out trying to connect to the troll, but does not make it, and is able to form the bond with the troll. So there is no guiding bolt. Is there anything else you want to do, him?
I got nothing else.
All right.
I got nothing. I'm out of everything.
It's now
That would've been
Faraday's
awesome if that
turn.
hit.
The gentleman's turn.
I will, based on what I can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can move and stand in Razanor's space.
You're gonna get between his legs. Faraday always going.
I am oft to do.
Faraday, if this
not in a weird
continues, people are going to talk.
No shame.
That is an insinuation I am not happy with, sir. and I will once again attack with booming blade.
How many movement points do you have?
I have 25. I should be able to get right into his space, technically.
Yep, right on him. Right on him. Okay. Yep, you're right on him, Faraday. You had just enough to
Great.
get to him.
Great. So I will attack with Booming Blade.
Booming
So
blade.
here we go.
Y'all love that stuff. That's your bread and butter.
It's a cantrip.
I know. 10 this time.
Because we have
That does not hit. You want to describe your miss, Faraday?
Yeah, no, I missed. I will, as a bonus action, use my cunning action to disengage. Oh, I can't move anymore, can I?
Yeah, your bonus action to.
Oh, to hide. My bonus action would just be to hide in Razenor's space. So I'll just roll a stealth check.
With
So he might not
disadvantage because
see
you're
me.
in battle.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, with disadvantage it would be a 9. So technically you could still see.
You think you're hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, howdy, did you roll a stealth check?
And that's it. My turn is
The
done.
troll's going to have advantage on his because you're in battle. And just tried to attack him. All right, so
Ooh.
he sees you.
Yeah.
All right, so it is now
he's a perceptive bugger.
Bramblebeard's turn.
That's 4.
Alistair gets back up or moves up to the troll and tries to push him back into the river again.
Can you charge him?
Yeah, I mean, either way, he still has the disadvantage on the strength check. So, and with the help action that Hush gave him, he can do this at advantage.
So it's advantage versus disadvantage.
Yep.
So you realize that when you just be aware that when you push somebody, though, at this point, you're only pushing them at 5, maybe 10 feet at most. So just be aware of that.
Well, if he gets
Okay, fine. Then
if he gets pushed 10
Alright.
feet, that's enough to put him in the current.
Doesn't seem to be a super fast river, especially if he's just in the shallow spot.
I would say that if he pushes him, he's kind of just going to go on the base of the river at this point. I don't think he's going to push him.
Okay,
all
then
the way. Yeah,
then the bear's
nice
gonna
enough
grapple
to
him.
let you know that.
the bear is going to grapple the troll.
That
Give him
you
a good
could
old
do, and you could
air
grapple
hug.
him and try to pull him into the water.
That'll probably be the next round if this keeps going. But yeah, for now, the bear is going to put him into a grapple.
You can try to grapple, and I have to try to get out on my turn. All right, so you've done that. Oh, this is strength, but it's with disadvantage because of the hex, right?
Correct.
Because it's my turn. So hold on, trying to get out of your grapple.
Oh, hold on. I haven't even rolled it yet, so.
Well, there's mine.
Heck.
All right, so he's
What?
able to
That-
bust out of
hold on.
your.
Did you not? Oh,
That
you
did-
rolled for Malkavia.
Yeah, but sorry, hold on.
Wrong formula.
How about I just roll a d20 twice and just add 4 to whatever?
I mean, that's what you did for Malkavia, and it was a 5 and a 3. So
I think you already did that, and you got a 12. So I think that.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I broke
Did
it
it
out.
that
a bit.
was-
it just rolled your 2d20s and added them together, is what happened. So you rolled
Yeah.
a 5 and a
Oh, that's
3.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you
he
rolled
doesn't
a
grapple him
12.
at all. He's
Well,
right up
I
on his
was-
space, though.
I was using Malkavia's formula, not Bramblebeard's.
I mean,
It's fine.
you
D20s
added
are
two
the
d20s together and still lost.
Yeah, so it's whatever. He couldn't grapple him, even with the damn troll having disadvantage.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The D&D gods have said you've already kicked this thing's ass. It hasn't even got a hit on you. It's like, come on, man. The D&D gods
this-
were not with you on that one, Malkin.
No, yeah, we had to put it
The
on.
second round was gonna. The second round was going to be knocking it prone and making it drown.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it just feels like the D&D gods are trolling us.
Oh.
Did you just cast hideous laugh?
Wow.
All right, so it is now the troll's turn. Who should I attack? We got good old Faraday's between the legs of Raz, and then we got
Scraps
Raz.
to-
Nice, right in front of him.
Scraps
Yeah.
2 is up there too. He was
We'll
never
try to
moved,
attack
but
Raz.
he's still
Raz-
hanging out.
We'll try attack Raz and his crazy high AC here.
It's going to be a disadvantage because Scraps 2 will deflect as his reaction.
Oh, goddamn 5th edition and all your extras. God damn it, there's extras on everything. Extra sauce everywhere. All right, so disadvantage. Here we go.
Protect him, Scraps!
That's an obvious miss. That's the first attack, the bite. But that only affects one attack, right?
Yeah, the next one is at normal still.
So the other two are normal. So now he gets the 2 with its claws going off against him. Pretty sure that misses.
Does that
misses,
miss?
right?
Raz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raz is like
Shield
19.
and stuff.
Yeah, Raz is like 19 or something.
Not that good.
Oh, that definitely misses.
Eh.
All right.
Troll's not having a good day.
Yeah, his troll is I guess eating and getting fat off of
I
kid
feel like the troll's
kidney.
confidence should be like really low right now.
Yeah, it just ate
It's
too much
definitely
or
not
something.
talking back anymore. It's like, what's going on?
So this troll,
It's
you
been
know,
eating
apparently it's shivering. It tries to come out. It's no, it's soft. No, make me angry. And it's trying to hit you and goes. It's just you could tell in a flurry of anger and rushes. It's been so damaged. It's been wet. It's cold, and it goes to strike out at Raz. Raz ducks the first time. It's like a blinding flash. He's moving so quick. His red scales almost seem like red light just moving through as he goes. Then it tries to catch him, now coming with the claws because it couldn't bite him underneath his leg. Raz actually falls down into a push-up position, pulling his legs out from the bottom, lands, and then pushes himself back up as the other claw tries to get him, and he rolls on his back, and the claw goes over him, so he's able to deflect all the attacks. The troll is almost in disbelief at the agility and ability of this Dragonborn. But of course, Scraps 2 is sitting there, wisely winking over at Raz, letting him know that he helped with his deflection because 5th edition is cheap.
You truly are the pinnacle of our species, aren't you?
I'd certainly say so.
I don't like to brag.
I think Scraps thinks that when he gets older, he'll turn into a Dragonborn. Like, it's just a matter of he's just a baby Dragonborn. Like, oh yeah, that'll be me one day.
That's a good narrative
It is.
story. I like that. That is funny. You should keep that
Scraps will
should
find
be
a way to go-
ongoing.
Oh, it is.
Scraps will find a way to go Super Saiyan, and he'll just turn into a Dragonborn.
Oh my god. New Unearthed Arcana, come on.
Who's to say? Who knows what could happen in one of Scrap's personal side quest missions? Who knows?
Ooh.
Turns into a dragon. Oh my
You
god.
never know.
Oh God, no!
A full-on dragon.
Maybe one day Scraps retires, having been turned into a dragon, running his own store.
Okay, but that would actually be really cool, because then it would be Scraps having to contend with like an amplified chromatic nature.
It would just be really funny trying to imagine this huge ass dragon with his little glasses on, counting his inventory, like sitting around. All right, so let me stop. It's now Malkavia's turn.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run around and do the same thing again. So I'm gonna just booming blade.
You're gonna get close to him and do booming blade. All right.
Yeah, let's see if I.
So everybody's right up on the troll now. Now you've used your movement points to get up to him again. You're all up on the troll.
Does a 15 hit?
Hold on. I think it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so he takes 11 points of damage, and then if he moves, he'll take an additional 6. And as a bonus action, Malkavia will move, will disengage and use the rest of his movement to step back.
I think you only have like one movement point at this point.
I thought, well, so he did it before, so I thought it would be like, whatever he could do in that.
Yeah,
area.
I didn't
So,
move
like,
you
his
last
space-
time. Well, so yeah, you know what? Yeah, because you did your one movement point last time, so you're able to move back about 4 this time. So you're out of harm's way.
Well-
Don't worry.
Well, I just I could be super close. It's fine, so long as he can keep moving back and forth like this, and that's all. And then,
Yes, yes. I
Hush
see what you're
will,
wanting to do.
Hush will actually again fly by and give Raz help.
I feel
Okay.
like they're
And then-
mosquitoes. Get rid of them. All right. So your damn devil bird is helping.
I just can't
It
wait
is a
for us to get
Hordau.
to- I just can't wait for us to get to Colderan, and then he like blows a fireball just on killing the familiars.
All dead.
Yeah, he just has like 10 goblins with bow and arrows just off to one side, and you're like, "What are they there for?" And they're like,
Oh, y'all gonna have a real good time fighting Colderan.
Oh, I believe it.
All right, so you've done that, and now you've got your devil bird flying around. It is now Scrap's turn.
"Well, it's worked so well in the past, so we're just gonna firebolt him again
Firebolt,
and tell Scraps to punch him in the face.
punch and fire.
Punch and fire. The old 1-2.
That hits. Oh, well,
The
Scrap,
Scraps 2 misses, but 8 points of fire damage.
I really can't stand y'all. Y'all the most unkillable people in the world. The troll is down. Describe your freaking victory, Scrap.
Yeah!
I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much right now.
So like I think just as it's like coming out, it's like going to like try and like attack Raz. It's getting all flustered that it can't get it, and then he's like about to like bite him or something, and just he's like about to bite on his head, and he sees that he's about to hurt Raz, and Scraps is like there's no way I'm letting that happen, and he lines up the perfect little back cannon, pulls the little chain trigger, and sends a firebolt like right down its mouth into the back of its head, and just explodes
Oh, I
it.
love that.
Okay.
I got you, buddy.
Now-
I got you.
And as that goes down, a smoke appears, and out of the teleporter,
So
Colderan shows
cut
up.
Oh no!
Whoa!
Tony, you cut out. There.
Whoa!
You just said.
Wait a
a
minute.
huge Draco
Wait
Lich.
a
What is
minute!
Whoa! What is that? Zoom out the camera. What is that? This is so big I can hardly even see it.
I can't tell though.
Dracolich?
I'm pretty sure he brought in a fucking Dracolich.
I mean, what? This is our punishment for beating up the troll.
The troll was possessed by a Dracolich the whole time.
He was really the crystal.
This Dracolich is going to be so pissed. This Dracolich
No,
is going to be
no,
so
I-
pissed when he finds out
don't
that
worry.
Calderan's already claimed this area.
Yeah.
No Draco Lich, but y'all, I should do that. Y'all deserve it because y'all are impossible to kill. All right,
I don't
so
think the familiars are gonna help with this one, guys.
it's like beat that. Y'all think you're smart? Have y'all birds fuck with this? All right. So that is down. Did you want to describe how you killed this thing, Scrap?
Yeah, I wanted to firebolt right down his mouth as he's about to bite Raz and just pop his head like a balloon.
Beautiful.
All right. So his head just get ready. Anybody, if this is gonna get gruesome, cover your ears, and I'll do thumbs up when it's done.
Go
Spoiler,
all
here
in,
we go.
Tony.
So the head, as you do that, the firebolt goes. It's raging and it's anger, and the firebolt streaks through the air. You see the light of the firebolt that illuminates the cavern. It's a powerful firebolt. Scraps is a combination of fear, anger, and something he rarely feels: courage for his friends who have seemed to be in danger because they've been through so much recently. And this firebolt goes searing through it, actually goes straight into the mouth. You see the embers begin to burn into the side of the mouth of the troll as the actual sides of the skin on the face of the troll blacken and turn to ash and fall off. And then the teeth itself begin to blacken as the troll makes a guttural sound. And then out of the back, you can see its head begin to light. And the burst of the firebolt burst out the back with a combination of burnt brain and bones scattering onto the floor as the troll falls back and the rest of the brains oop out and seep slowly down into the water and wash away with the current. Thumbs up.
I just breathe heavy and go, And I point to the cave, like the tunnel behind me. I go, back now, rest. And I look at Faraday. No familiars. Look at Malkavia. No birds. No pushing forward. Rest now. I'm putting my foot down.
And Raz just looks at Scraps like, where did you find the balls? I'm so proud of you.
You.
I look over at Octavia. Somebody didn't have coffee this morning.
Oh God!
I
Can you
don't
imagine
know
Scraps
about
on
tea
coffee?
Oh God. He'd get like 5 projects done in a single afternoon.
None of which would have actually been really completed.
Yeah, none would work. They'd probably just blow
Look what
up.
I did! Holds up a like a
Uh,
box.
all
and
right, then,
crumbles his hands.
Well, shall
Exactly.
I suppose we really do need a rest now after our particularly eventful day. 3 monsters is enough, yes? Perhaps?
Yes.
Yes.
I think Scraps has a good idea. Pull back to the choke point so we know nothing has gotten past us and rest for a bit.
All right,
No.
so we'll do that.
Malkavia will go ahead and start ritually casting alarm at the hallway door entrance, whatever, back into the tunnel.
You have a
So we're in the
spell slot left,
catacomb room. Is that
Malkavia?
where we're gonna stay?
Oh,
I think just behind the portcullis. The portcullis is really good. I think we should stay just behind that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Malkavia will put it in the alarm 20 feet long down that hallway.
Okay. For sake of
Or
argument,
actually,
so I
no,
don't
no,
have to,
around. Yeah.
so I don't have to move the cameras and everything. We'll just say you're in the hallway, so we don't have to do
Okay,
all
yeah,
that.
that's fine. That's
No,
Yeah, so you know
Yeah.
you're there, but right now you can see yourselves on the screen. And Malkavia, you had another alarm as a cantrip, or you had another spell deck?
It's a ritual casted spell. So if I ritually cast it,
Okay.
yeah. And I actually did have spell slot left,
Okay.
and it was prepared. So
I know
yeah.
ritual like identify and all that. You can just do it, and it takes like 10 minutes or whatever. Okay, I just want to make sure you had enough left. Okay, so we're good to go. So go ahead. Do y'all want to do anything before you rest? I'll let y'all. You just let me know when you're ready to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's gonna do his normal routine just because he needs it right now. Otherwise, he's good. I'm good.
Malkavia will take first watch and also prep a meal.
Aznor will take second watch.
Let's stay with Malkavia for the first one.
I will take the third watch.
Is there gonna be 4?
No, I think 3 is enough to
Yeah.
get us through the night. Yeah.
Alistair shifts back. Oi! I can't believe we killed the mother troll. Ugh, that thing smelled worse than me.
That isn't actually-
Yeah, I don't know.
Smelled worse than some of Scraps' expeditions.
But
What are you saying?
I agree with Scraps here. We should definitely rest.
You know, chaps, one thing I am kind of concerned about is that poor child in the other room. If there's one thing I am privy to, it's the unfortunate life of youth that's been neglected.
How did the poor boy look?
I don't know, DM. How did he look?
You didn't get too long of a look. Well, not you, but obviously Archibald didn't get too long. But from what you saw, it looked. The child did not look in good shape. It looked emaciated.
Well, let's just put it this way: the quicker we get 8 hours of rest here, the faster we can recuperate, the better. Because we have to get in there and free that child.
Faraday, how are you feeling right now?
Not well, sir. Quite tired and a bit under the weather.
Aznor will use a casting of Cure Wounds on you then. Oh wow! For a whole 4 points of healing.
Why? Thank you, chap. Not sure what good that's gonna do, but at this point, but thank you nonetheless. It's the thought that counts.
He like puts a band-aid on one of your
This giant dragonborn putting a band-aid on a halfling's little like arm scar.
Causes a little damage.
And
while
by
he
the
does
way,
it.
Faraday's arms are very hairy.
Oh, you got a boo-boo, and just like...
I was wondering if you're feeling up to it, or either of you or Malkavia. You're both fairly good at sneaking. If you would want to check that out with me and see if it's possible to do anything about it now, because I'm not feeling too beat up myself, but I don't think it would be wise to go alone.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know the answer to that, chap. To truth be told, I mean, I suppose I can still be combat effective, but do we really want to risk it?
You look over at Scraps, who's standing there with his arms crossed, tapping his foot.
That is exactly the reason I am asking for only one of you.
Wait. I just have to say this. When Scraps says that, couldn't he just be like also the Matumbo? No, not in my
Not
house.
today. Not in my house.
I'm not going to attempt that in Scraps' voice, but sure.
One thing's for sure. In the brief glance that I got through Archibald's vision, I was unable to see any other creatures inside that vicinity other than the aforementioned troll and the child, of course.
And he was in a cage, right? So, I mean, like, he's kind of protected. We should get him first thing in the morning for sure, but we're no good to him if we die.
I do wonder, however, if there's a way we could perhaps get him some food and water, at the very least.
I have lots.
Malkavia, you still have your familiar, correct?
Yes.
Raznor digs around in his pack, kind of gives Scratch a couple pets, and then pulls out one of his granola bar rations. If you remember the way, have your familiar give the boy this.
Faraday will also produce a water skin and give that as well to Malkavia.
So,
And Faraday, give yourself
What's that?
inspiration for connecting your RP to your personal backstory and narrative from before.
Okay,
a few minutes
thank you
ago.
very much. Inspiration noted.
That was very impressive that you improv that into your backstory, into your RP right there.
Tony,
I also got like
will you
100. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, will you allow Hush to carry a small water skin and a granola bar down to the boy in the cage?
No, the child should starve to death. No, go ahead. I'll allow you to go feed the kid.
All right, so Malkavia will ward into it because he wants to watch and see. But yeah, he sends Hush down with a small bit of water that he was given and the granola bar, and sends him on down.
Say hush the owl, and as the child, it has its, you could see through Hush's eyes. The child is kind of, you could tell there's fear on it. It's sitting there shivering, holding its legs close to it. And as Hush gets close, it kind of, for a second, the boy kind of veers back, and now you get a better look. It's about a 13-year-old child, or a 13-year-old boy, but it kind of like scooches back far from Hush, not knowing for a second. But then Hush kind of like drops the bar right in front of the cage, and then kind of like pecks down towards the bar again, showing to take it. And the little boy kind of gets the courage, then snatches the bar and just puts it into his mouth and begins devouring, and then snatches the water skin before Hutch can even drop it, realizing that it's probably for him too, and begins pouring the water. The water's pouring over his mouth. You could tell his child hasn't eaten or probably had water in a day or two, or definitely hasn't had water at least a day or two, and eaten in probably a week by the way he's voraciously eating.
All right, so I'll dismiss Hush, and then 6 seconds later I'll have Hush reappear near me, and I'll kind of relay that information to everybody about what I saw through Hush's eyes.
Yes, it's as I suspected. We best get in there as early as possible.
I did have one more thing that I wanted to do before him went to bed.
Absolutely.
I wrote a prayer for him to say to Selûne, the goddess whom he gets his power, basically.
Oh.
Do you want me to just read it off?
Yes, if you have a prayer, read your prayer.
I don't know if it's I don't have a prayer feature, but just like a general
I don't need that. You can just go ahead and pray.
Selûne, I know I'm not really the religious type, but you've put your faith in me before. It's why I have the power that I do. I've done as much good as I've been able to so far, and I will continue to do so with the power gifted by your devoted Raya, my patron. However, a great evil has taken root below this sacred ground, this temple to your ally Lathander. My companions and I seek to purge the evil that resides here, but I fear we cannot do it on our own. In this temple are artifacts of great power that could ensure our victory, or at the very least significantly improve our odds. We would not keep them, if granted their use, and I would personally see to their immediate return. As my patron who has already put so much faith in me, please ask Lathander for his blessing so we may safely wield his artifacts in defense of his temple with promise of their timely return.
As you say the prayer, you feel not like so much of a presence, but like a warm feeling, a whispering warmness in the side of your ear. It almost sounds like, I'm here with you, child. You can have inspiration for that. Y'all are getting all the inspiration from me today. Y'all are doing so much good RPing. But you won't die. Why? I mean, come on. I mean,
The
wait a minute.
biggest frustration.
Yeah.
How are you going to have this talks and memories about this person that died an epic death if there's no epic death?
But
You
if
gotta
you
have an
kill
epic
us,
life
then we
first.
can't have any more memories. Yeah.
Y'all gotta
You gotta
stop
have
being
an
so good.
Nothing if there's
You got-
epic.
Yeah, they gotta have an epic life before they can have an epic death.
Stop playing.
I'm
so
only
good.
like a week over my average life expectancy, so
Cobbles don't live.
He's at a
long.
whole 18 days, man. Come on.
the oldest kobolds ever lived.
They're always the fodder. All right.
Everybody I know back at home is probably dead already.
It's a whole new tribe now.
Yeah.
Already on the next generation. Yeah, they probably don't even
But
know
not
me anymore.
Gunmo. Gunmo's still running around. He's not Cobble.
Gunmo's not a kobold.
I know. He's your friend, though. All right. So, what are y'all? Y'all just resting now? I take it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Scraps and Malkavi will take first watch.
Okay. I'm gonna save us a lot of time. Okay. Everybody, we'll just say you've rested. You got your 8 hours. I am not gonna be a jerk and be like, "Yes, random battle now."
And I'm pretty sure that would kill us.
Yeah, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody's got their full hit points. You intelligently handled the troll without battling it. I was hoping for a nice epic challenge battle, but sigh.
I mean, we kind of battled it.
Well, I'll tell you what, drawing it out into the bridge room actually ended up working out.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah,
well.
y'all intelligently battled it. If that's the way y'all want your story to go, then that's the way it goes. So,
I would like to do a little something with Scraps though, if that's okay, during that watch.
sure, go ahead.
Scraps, I just want to say I apologize for us, proceeding with that fight. I know that you were very badly wounded, and it was very obvious. But you were right. We should have pulled back. I greatly apologize about that.
It's okay. I know you want to kill Calderon a lot. I know you hate him for what he did to your sister and stuff. So, I mean, I get it. He's kind of an asshole. But the sooner we can get rid of him, the better. Plus, there's a kid and stuff. I get it. I think we should do this fast, but we're no good to anybody if we die.
It's not so much that he killed Mary, because she and I weren't really siblings. We were just, very close. Our parents knew each other very closely. But it kind of just Calderon stripped that whole purpose why I came here. It took it all out. It wasn't so much to, save the town or anything. It was just I wanted to save somebody, anybody. I mean, that's what heroes do, right? And that person's gone now. I just don't really know what I'm gonna do now. I mean, I want to get rid of Calderon so nobody else feels this way, but it just sucks.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you kind of saved me. I mean, all you guys did, really. I didn't really have anybody or anything when I was wandering around. Not even Gunmo wanted to hang out with me, because, Kobold and stuff, not a lot of people like us. So, having you guys to hang out with and go on journeys and stuff, it's a lot of fun. And I consider you guys family. And I don't know if I'd still be here if I didn't find you guys. So, you saved me.
I appreciate that. And Malkavia kind of reaches into his somewhat tattered shirt and he pulls out the wand of magic missiles. You should have this. I think that you could probably make more use of this. I don't see. I think that you would probably be better suited to leveraging this when the time comes. The only thing I ask is maybe, since I've seen how you've repaired, S2O over there, maybe you could just do a quick little mending on these tattered clothes now, since my arm was pretty much almost pulled out by those water elementals.
I would be happy to. Actually, I haven't even been able to use this thing yet. And he happily rummages around into the bed of holding and pulls out this little cube. And he presses a button and it clicks out these 8 little legs, these little 8 mechanical legs. And one of them has a needle from a thread on it. One of them has a little pair of scissors, and one of them has they're all just different utensils and things like that. And it kind of skitters off his hand and down onto the ground and over across, and it skitters up your robe. And it starts taking pieces of the fabric and stuff and loosening it and then retying it in and stuff. And it kind of uses its legs to skitter around your clothing and kind of repair everything.
I love that.
Yeah, that's really cool. By the way, so what's Scraps' passive perception?
Bad.
Yo.
I can tell you exactly once. 10.
10? Just for my sake, can you just do a perception, see if you can beat a 12?
Sure. Scraps 2 has 14, if that makes you feel any better. But...
Well, I don't think Scraps 2 doesn't.
I rolled a nat 1.
You don't see this at all. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so the bot repairs the clothing, and that's that.
Perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That one on perception.
Faraday's torchlight is still kind of in my eyes. All right. Well, yeah, I will. I'll make sure to put this to good use. Thank you. Maybe make a couple modifications to make it scarier.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So is everybody ready to say they're having their rest, like I said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
I am.
Yep.
Everybody goes to sleep. Like I said, there's going to be no. I'm not going to hit you at random, but there is something that does happen. Now this is going to be a little graphic as well. I'll put the thumbs up when I'm done with this graphic description. But this is cool, relating to the story. So if you wanted to hear it, anybody. But as you're sleeping that night, everybody begins to have the same dream, and in it, Malkavia is standing there. You're in a field, and you begin to see Mary, your sister, approaching you, and she's getting closer and closer, and as she gets close, she's like, Malkavia, save me, please. And then you hear the voice of Calderon. She's in hell with us, Malkavia. Let me show you what I'm doing with her soul. And at that moment, no, please, help me, Malkavia, save me from? And at that moment, Colderan literally puts his fingers into the back of your sister and rips her apart in two and pushes his face through your sister through the rip. The blood and guts go all over you and Colderan in this dream. This is what I'll do to you and your friends. Your sister screams for me, Malkavia. Screams every night. Give in. Leave this place, or I'll make you suffer with her for all eternity, the souls of my children. And then the dream is over. You wake up. All of you saw this dream of what happened to Malkavia's sister, and you all wake up in a cold sweat. You know, it was so vivid and real.
Azenor sits bolt upright, flames puffing from his mouth.
Oh,
He's
thumbs
just
up.
ready to fucking deck this motherfucker. But he realizes it was all just a dream.
It appears, chaps, our man Calderon is afraid of us.
I'll say.
It's
Resorting to
the
scare
mind
tactics to
side.
try and drive us off.
Yes, his little mind tricks aren't going to work. For one thing, wanting us to leave here, if he's so hell-bent on destroying us, leaving here is the last thing he would want. I say bring him on.
He's terrified.
Well, in the meantime, we've got a young boy in a cage we must free.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
Faraday's up and putting his sack on, his backpack on, and getting his torch. Using his sword to kind of clean the torch off, wrapping it again, getting ready.
Okay.
Alistair just reaches into his bag and shoves a whole bunch of meat in his mouth and just goes, "All right, come on, boy, go now!" And he starts trotting down the hallway as fast as he can.
Well, I guess we're going.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll run after as well. Scraps
Yeah.
2 falling behind.
Okay. So you all run into the room with the kid. Obviously, that's where you're all at
Yeah.
now. After you've had your camp. So as you go into this room, you see the boy. He looks at you and he puts his arms towards his face like there's fear. Please, don't hurt me.
No, child. No need to worry. No need to fear. We're here to help you. Faraday will take a glance at the cage to make sure there's no traps. He's already had one bad experience with cages.
Okay. Roll me an investigation. Yes, you did have that. That was funny as shit.
Yeah.
Him is gonna start talking to the boy and trying to calm him
Nat
down.
20. Natural
Yes.
20.
You don't notice
Wait.
any traps on the
But-
door. And what is him saying to the boy?
It's okay, child. We're here to help. I promise.
I want to go home.
We're not going to hurt you.
Go home. I wanna go.
Scraps and
Maybe
scraps
looks
2.
to everybody, it just holds up his hand to his mouth. Quiet. Don't say anything.
So, huh?
Let's go in order here.
Just
We'll start with Faraday. What do you do first? Since we'll just
I'm
go down
gonna
the-
open the door.
Okay, so you're opening the door. All right. What does Bramblebeard do?
Bramblebeard looks down into wherever this room leads to, and just keeps an eye out at that doorway.
Okay, there's 2 exits out this room. It looks like there's one to your this is south, so that would be to your east, and then one to your south, continuing south. And the southern one has a portcullis.
Yeah, then Alistair will stand close to the portcullis to keep an eye out.
Okay. What is Malkavia doing?
Malkavia will move over to the other hallway and keep an eye out.
Okay. And him, you said you were talking to the boy. We'll get to that in just a minute. Scraps, what are you doing?
I'm just going to make sure that Scraps and Scraps 2 both have the hoods of their cows pulled up and are somewhat trying to hide the fact that they're kobolds. And I'm just going to rummage around through the bag of holding for some more food.
Okay. And Razanor, what are you doing?
Raz is going to be keeping watch for any kind of threats approaching.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and move everybody.
What's going on?
He's just moving the minis
okay.
around.
All right. And now him, you wanted to talk to the little boy. Go ahead. And he had said, "I want my mommy. I want to go home." And
Worry.
as you
Keep
said that,
quiet.
what?
I said, don't worry, keep quiet, and we'll get to your mother.
Okay. So Faraday is now, he clicked. Easily he's able to. I'm not gonna even make you roll for this one, Faraday. You're easily able to. It's a simple lock to you, complicated to a child. So you're able to unlock this troll simple lock that's on the cage, and open up. But roll me a investigation check anyway, Faraday. I want you to roll something.
An additional one?
Yeah, and also him roll it as well. Both y'all to
Roll
see
what?
investigation.
Oh, okay.
I didn't roll well.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Holy shit.
You're able to tell that this cage, it looks like, you see footprints that look similar to what the party has described of what they've tracked and were looking for before. It looks like night dwarf footprints. You get the feeling
Soldier.
you're able to deduce in your mind that the night dwarves, maybe possibly Colderan, were giving food to this troll, and that possibly the children or people from the town that Colderan had, bought here or got with the net of dreams that you now know about. This is possibly what he was doing with some of the people, was feeding it to this troll, maybe to keep guard or something like that. If you want to relay that to your party.
Boy, how did you get here?
I can't remember, but I do remember being brought in from here all the way to the entrance. I just remember I was having a vision to go to the ruined temple in front, but right as I snapped out, I was grabbed by some kind of the night dwarves that everybody talked about, and I remember him bringing me all the way in here. I screamed and kicked and kicked, but I couldn't get out. Can I go home now? I just want to go home.
All right. Yes, absolutely. Do you? We've. I turn to the rest of the party. We need to get this child out of here.
I know the way. If you've cleared the thing, if everything is safe on the way back, I'll just run straight back. I remember. I was smart. I paid attention. My father used to take me hunting, and he always said, look for landmarks and remember where you've been, and I did.
Him's gonna lean in and say, good boy. Good job listening to your parents.
My name is Devin. My name is not that boy. It's Devin.
Devin?
Devin Allsperth.
Devin.
Kevin.
And my parents are Mario and Rain Allsperth.
Him's gonna pick up a stone off the ground, if there's any loose pebbles or anything, cast light on it and hand it to him and tell him, use this to light your way back, okay?
Thank you.
It's not gonna last long.
There's a lot of belongings from other people that been by here that the troll must have eaten. It's in a pile right over there. I don't know what's there, but if there's something, maybe it could help you out.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate your help.
Thank you so much. And he kind of
before you
hugs,
go,
he hugs
let's give
Faraday.
him
He
some more
hugs
food, chap.
he hugs you, Faraday. Thank you so much.
Now
Alistair turns to the group. I am not letting this boy go by themselves.
Yes, I'm not 100% on board with that either. I was going to suggest we escort the boy and just come right back.
Okay, if you all.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay. All right. So we'll say then, does everybody want to escort the boy to the front?
Yeah, safer.
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
Malkavia just wants to ask the boy really quickly. Which direction did the night dwarves go after they dropped him off? Like, which of these hallways? The
I
one with the
always saw
portcullis or
them
the other one?
go through the door over there. The port. I can't remember.
Portcullis.
Portcullis. I couldn't remember, but that's where they always went.
Did anything come from the other entrance or go through the other entrance?
I didn't see anything come from there, but I heard things
What?
like rushing water and clacks, but I didn't know what it was from. The troll stayed away from that area as well.
Jeez.
Got it.
Just quickly, as we're about to walk out, a cursory glance at the pile of belongings in the corner. What do I think?
I should have known it. Should have known Faraday's immediately going to be on that. Go ahead.
Always thinking with your bag of holding.
Oh yes. Go ahead and do me an investigation on all the things that you're searching. All that.
Fuck, a 6.
Okay. You just go through you see some clothes and things like that, but you really, I guess, you're really not paying attention. You're talking to your friends. You're talking to the party. So
Well,
you goes, guys.
Can I burn my inspiration and use the 14?
Yes, you can.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. In that case, you notice that as you're going through the clothes and, you come to one of the clothes buried underneath a big pile. You thought it was actually just a balled up clothes, but you notice that when you unpile one of the piles, it's actually a potion pouch.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good potion.
All right.
What?
So, you open it up and you see 2 potions in there. Let me see if I can get a description of one.
Haste.
Haste. I've already got one.
I'm just going to tell you how they look. Let me see if this will give me a description. I should have pulled this up earlier, guys. I'm sorry. Doesn't have a description. Oh, okay. This potion, one of the potions, is a clear liquid that floats at the top of the container and has cloudy white impurities drifting in it. And the other one probably in 5e, I'm giving you way too much power with these. This was part of the module, but of course, I'm sure on 5e it's like, oh, Tony, did you know it gives us this? Like 90 hit points? And did you know it gives us plus 12 to hit?
Oh
And
yeah,
vulnerability to all damage types.
Oh yeah, always critting. Yeah, it's just
For the whole
it's just a
party?
common thing. It's a common potion. You can get it for like 5 copper.
All right, this one really doesn't tell, so I'll just say that this one looks like basically it looks to be like a greenish potion with purple flecks floating around it in the second one.
Interesting.
I'll be like, Scraps, chap, I know you've done this for me a couple of times before, and it would be a tremendous help to the
that
whole
wasn't
party.
it. There was
really,
more stuff,
if,
Faraday.
You might take the time to identify these potions. They could come in handy for us in the future.
Let's escort the boy. Let's escort the boy first.
Well, it takes me a while
Yeah,
to
but
do it, like 10 minutes each. So you want me to just wait here and do that while you guys go escort him to the front and back?
I mean,
No,
I'll hide in the cage,
alone,
pretend to be the boy.
you're not staying by yourself.
you'll be in the cage and pretend to be the boy.
Yeah, I'll pull up my cowl. It'll be fine.
If
If anyone comes, no one will notice. I'm like the same size.
Well, I suppose if the troll lived here, the likelihood is that nothing else is going to come inside and try to invade the space.
I mean, within 20 minutes, how likely is that?
Yeah, we'll be right
Well,
back. I'll tell you what. I'll leave Archibald with you, and if anything happens, I'll instruct him to come get me.
Perfect.
Very well.
I will also scream and run as fast as I can.
I'm still not about this idea at all.
I believe
You
we'll be
protect-
fine.
You protected me, Scraps. Now let me protect you. And say no.
No, that's a fair point. You're right. That's fine. Okay.
Can't you research and walk at the same time?
How about this? How about you climb on top of Scraps 2 and just do your thing while Scraps 2 does all the moving for you?
I gotta lay out like a bunch of pieces and stuff and magnify, and like there's candles are involved. It's a whole thing.
I mean, we could always just wait until later to have these potions identified.
I think that's a better idea. Let's
Yes.
escort the boy and
Exactly.
then identify them.
Exactly.
All right, that's what we'll do, DM.
Would you like to know what else is on the bodies, though?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Everybody just jumped on the potions
Oh
and
wait,
just
there's more stuff.
yeah, everybody just was on this train. They just got potions. It's like, whoa, potions, guys. All right. So
Faraday like potions.
yeah, I know. I remember how much he stole because Faraday's a vicious thief that steals everything with his goddamn bird.
No, that's accurate or not.
Faraday,
That's-
straight,
That's Turok's fault for not having good security.
straight up, yo. All I can say is F Archibald.
So we gotta watch above those birds for falling rocks.
All right. So
Hey
on
man,
him,
it's not our fault.
also-
He didn't use the anti-Archibald upgrade for his security plan.
I feel like if I do stuff like that, you'll be like, Tony, that's so cheap, blocking our
Every
stuff.
BBG has bird traps installed. That's
Yeah,
just like
I could do
defense
cheap-
101.
I mean, I could do any Deus Ex Machina to make it where you can't use that stuff, but I feel like it'd be cheaping you out in a way. Like, Tony, come on. Anyway, so you're finding, you're searching through the bodies, and as you continue to look through Faraday, you find a potion pouch with the 2 potions, and you're excited about that. And then you're continuing to put your hands, and then one thing you see, one of the bodies has 3 pieces of amber. Another has 20 silver pieces. And yeah, that is actually it. Okay, yeah, that's it.
What is the amber worth?
Do me a. Trying to think what
I
would
need to look at it.
be a good check for this.
Probably like history, maybe, or nature check, maybe,
Yeah, I like.
When I
nature.
do
Give me
them,
nature.
I usually do
Nature's
straight
good. Nature sounds
intelligence.
good.
or straight intelligence. Yeah, straight intelligence is probably
Yeah,
good.
you'd love that, wouldn't you, Faraday? Give me, the,
My character does have those 5. So.
give me the nature. Give me the nature. I like nature because amber's made
Alright.
from tree sap. So, if you want.
Nat 20.
Okay, damn, there you go. You were able to tell that on average the amber's worth about 40 gold pieces per piece.
Hey Faraday, where were all these crits in the fight?
And
Yeah, right.
well, that first attack was pretty strong.
Yeah,
it
no, it
was.
was great. 1 point off max. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking 29 damage in a single swing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I hate y'all so much. Please stop that.
Rogues,
we
hate
know,
rogues, not
You,
us.
Mhm.
you kill every single thing that the DM throws against you while attempting to be fair, short of him just really dropping that Dracolich on the table to say, here, this will do the job. This will do it.
Calderan flashed an image of a Dracolich on us. That's really
If
what it
this
was.
doesn't
Yep.
I mean, I could
TPK
totally see you dropping a Dracolich on the table. like
So
this-
for expediency's sake, we escort the kid out, and then Scraps does his identify.
Okay. So you identify the potions. You're using your spell slots, or oh, that's actually a ritual.
The ritual cast.
Yeah. So you are able to tell, and that again, one of these potions is heroism, a potion of heroism,
hey, I can do this.
and the
Uh-huh.
other is a potion of flying.
Oh, this one I can't do. This one's really, really fancy.
Okay, so wait a second. What's the heroism?
You can't be frightened, and you gain temporary HP at the start of each of your turns.
It used
Yeah,
to be
okay,
actually
that's a
much
good one.
more
That's a
powerful.
good one. And then flying is what?
You can fly.
1 minute of flight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speed of 60 feet, I think, or is it 30? I don't remember.
Okay, so after you hand them back to me, I will give the flying potion to Razanor and say, I believe this could come in handy for someone of your kind, for lack of a better term, and hand him the flying potion.
You can carpet bomb people.
You'll be much closer to your heritage.
Yeah, that would be
As
cool.
Nor takes it, kind of looks at it for a second. Just a moment, it'll be like I'm a true dragon.
And then as far as the other potion, I will walk over to him and present him with the potion of heroism.
Ooh.
Him,
Yeah.
it appears from our last battle that you were having a rough time, and I think this might come in handy for you.
Faraday, I was deeply misjudged about you, and my first impression takes it and just puts it in his shoulder.
I turn around and I look to Malkavia. What does he mean? Anyway, and I'll just that's it.
It's probably a tiefling thing.
It's definitely a tiefling thing.
All right, so that's that. So now the situation is presented to us. We have two courses of trajectory we can either take. We can go into that portcullis where the night dwarves have been previously seen to go, or we can venture into this other tunnel where not even the troll would venture.
Honestly, I like the sounds of that one.
I say we follow the night dwarves. It's likely they were going to report to Calderon himself.
Yeah, that sounds like the priority.
All right, very well then. Any way to open this portcullis?
All right.
Tony,
Yes.
how much do we know about hook horrors?
Thing I would imagine.
Do we know if we know anything?
There's no
hook horrors?
ranger. There's no rangers in the party, so that would maybe give you a little bit of like general knowledge of beasts.
No rangers.
You've got a
but-
druid. Yeah, you got a
But-
druid. So that might
but
help.
Him's father was a librarian and all that stuff, so I don't know if he would have known anything, but could I give it a shot?
Is that written in your backstory that I have now?
I sent it, I think. But
Okay. If that is
his-
actually in your backstory that you have now, then yes, I will allow you to do it because
Okay.
that's in your
well,
backstory.
that's
Not
probably just
that
Arcana,
you
though,
have
right?
written already, right? But
Well,
roll
what would
me.
that be?
Roll me a. For this one, I'm gonna make it him. Your intelligence for him because it's intelligence trying to remember what your dad taught you
Just
from all
just
his.
intelligence, or would it be based on like Arcana or something? Since it's
Just intelligence because it's from what your dad taught you. You remembering him
Okay.
sitting by the campfire or the fire in the house, explaining this is what I've read today about
I
these
didn't
beasts
inherit
from
much of it.
the Underdark.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
shit!
Oh,
That's funny.
all right. So
There you go.
you can remember him that your father would come home and one of his favorite things he used to study. This is what you can tell the party when you, however you want that. He used to love to study the Underdark, and what the Underdark had was these things called hookars, and they would have, they'd almost be like the bird-like beaks. They would look, like this.
Well, you showed it to us last session, the dead
Yes.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We've seen it.
And so, you're able to describe how they look with hooks and how big they are and how they move. Just all the history, just remember all the times that your dad would come home to the point where your mom would say, please stop talking about the damn Underdark.
The reason why is because, I just had a thought that, well, we saw that one at the entrance of the tunnels, and then when the boy said the clacking sound, I wondered if those were the same thing.
They correlated.
Yeah.
Might have been.
Well, that's what I guess I would ask him
Yeah.
to say, like, would that be the same thing? Because I don't want to mess with one of those that are huge. That kill
Yes,
two
you
guys.
do.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yes.
needs a friend.
So there probably is another one down that other tunnel.
So I am going to. Faraday's going to manifest Archibald and send Archibald down the tunnel.
Last time this happened, a troll came back to us, all right? So,
Yes, and we handled it quite well, Malkavia. So, if you'll permit me.
Everybody get ready to fight and retreat to the bridge.
Is this
I'm
when
gonna send
everybody?
Archibald the second impetuously down the corridor
Okay.
to
so
the down the corridor to the east. I guess that's
Yep,
east.
to
Yes.
the-
Tony, if you're talking, can't hear you.
Now he's moving.
He stepped away.
It up probably to move.
I'm
the
not going to
camera.
move the camera. JC is going to move the camera so you can see what's down at the end of that pathway. But Archibald goes down there, and the first thing he sees is 3 hook cars, and they see Archibald, and they start. No, I'm just joking. No.
Give me a heart attack, Tony.
And there's our
Nice.
TPK.
Yeah, there we go.
Hope you enjoyed the stream, folks.
Actually, as he's going down, you actually see the body of another hook car. It looks like it was recently in the battle. And around the hook car are actually, I forgot to put the darn body right there. Can you put this right there? In there? It doesn't fit in there. Don't worry about it. Well, there's also the body of a night dwarf that you see next to the body of the hook car. So it looks like there possibly was some battle. And also you can hear running water, but it's actually, it seems like this is a dead end area.
Huh.
Does the water correlate to the river that we saw, like with the directions kind of mapped together?
You can't really see. You just hear water from up beyond. Seems like a dead end here.
Okay, so I relay the information and let them know that there's a couple of bodies appears in another hook horrors there. Well, what do you say, chaps? So we investigate to make sure there's nothing else that could help us along our adventure.
I think to do that would be wasting time. We need to press forward.
There could be another potion, man.
Or there could be more bad things hiding behind us that are going to sneak up behind us when we push forward.
Exactly. But
Sometimes.
I think we should clear it out just to be safe.
we need to start making progress. We've been delayed long enough.
Could I
I'll
look
leave it
around
up to the
see
group.
if there's any other like buttons for the portcullis around?
All right, give me an investigation, him.
So I found the last one.
Alistair,
Yeah.
Alistair's going to roll a d20.
Finally, my intelligence pays off.
There you go.
A two. You really
I
don't.
had like a
you know,
19 and a 20, and I was like, "What?"
well, so you rolled a
How
2
does this
for your
work?
investigation. You're looking up and down, but it's kind of dark to you. You again, that's why you need a torch. Your torch is flickering, so you
Yeah.
really can't see around to the other side of the portcullis. It seems like your vision is being obscured, so it's not. You don't really get a good look. And then as for the people going down, did everybody want to go explore that cavern or that tunnel?
Alistair's going to roll a d20. 1 to 10, he says go down the tunnel, and anything above that, stay with the portcullis.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh shit, he wants to go down the tunnel.
Man,
The water.
I'm so intrigued.
Fine.
Last time I was intrigued by an area, I went into that rat hole and found a bunch of stuff. So,
Now Kavia looks back at Scraps, is like, we could probably use more of those hooks for the wagon. What do you think?
I mean that too.
All right, so then we're gonna venture in there and do an investigation of that area of those bodies.
Scraps and Faraday, I think.
Making sure to use the torchlight to look up to make sure nothing's hanging from above, or or any kind of traps or anything like that. Being very careful.
If you're so insistent on going down there and seeing what there is, I suppose I should make sure you don't get yourselves killed in the process.
It's only for a second, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Tony, can Malkavia stay by the portcullis and just study it while they do that?
Yeah, and Faraday, you do realize you can't spidey sense traps where you're just like walking and say, I'm
Oh
constantly.
no,
just-
I know
yeah.
I can't spidey sense, but I can be looking where I step, and I can be looking at the walls, and I can be examining things, and trying to be as observant
you-
and perceptive. as
Technically,
possible.
when you're doing traps, you have to give a specific area. Like,
Well, I'll tell you what. My passive perception is 13.
Okay.
Do you want me to detect if anything's magical?
That's a good idea.
Okay, let's do that.
No,
And I'm gonna pull out-
though.
The drop might not be magical, you're right. But the last one kind of was. And
might
if
not be.
there's any stuff, maybe? I don't know.
That's fair.
That's a good idea. No, it's always a good idea.
It'll stay for like 10 minutes, so if there's nothing down here, we can go through the other area and see if any of that's magical too. So
Right.
I'm gonna pull out my little radar scanner metal detector thingy and unextend all the 5 antennas that are way too long for it. Flip
this
out a
like-
little screen.
Is this like the Ghostbusters like detector thing?
Yeah, it's way too big, yeah, especially for Scraps. But he like hangs it around his neck and dials in all the knobs, and yeah, he's gonna start walking forward and he's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Oh,
Yeah, instead of those two little fins, it's like two car antennas.
Scraps 2 is walking directly in front of him, and I'm walking directly behind him with the Detect Magic going.
Gotcha.
I'm I'm covering their rear, I guess.
No, it's not. You don't detect anything magical from this cave. Like it says, as you're going down it, you're not getting a sense of anything magical. No traps have gone off as you go down. So even though you haven't rolled for that, but you don't. As you're walking down and going down, you just finally get to this area that's just a dead end with lots of boulders in front of it. But go ahead and roll me a perception. Make this one nature. Make this one nature. Roll me a nature check, Scraps, since you went down there.
Oh, I thought we were both rolling.
16.
Well, did you go down with Scraps, Faraday? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I went in there too.
Yeah, I think he
Okay,
was
then
coming
both
out.
y'all roll me nature. Whoever went down, roll
Yeah, I
me
rolled a 7, but
Alistair did too.
Okay. Scraps, you're able to determine when you realize that this area, it looks as if it was recently done where somebody had blocked this off. But you can tell that this area right here, if it wasn't blocked off in the water below, that this looks like something that could possibly be, as crazy as it sounds, by what you're seeing, that this could possibly be an entrance to the Underdark. Thank God it's blocked off right now. Possibly Colderan was using this. You get this assumption maybe he was using it for some reason and then blocked it off.
Okay, so we really don't want to move any of these boulders right now. So it'd be a bad idea. I will relay that information to the party and then proceed to search the body of the dwarf that's laying there.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation for that search of the dwarf.
23.
Okay. You're looking through the
Perhaps he's
dwarf.
the brain of the operation.
You really don't see anything on the dwarf. Is his weapon? He does still have like a javelin still on him that apparently he might have been using while attempting in the battle itself. It looks as if it's been bent a little bit, but still somewhat usable.
I'll throw it in the bag of holding.
Okay, so you got a javelin.
can we? I know this is would probably be a bit dickish to do, but can we? Is there any? Is the blood of the dwarf still viscous? Is it still, or is it dry, or is he dried?
I'd say this one is kind of older now. It's a little bit dry.
Okay,
the
all
blood on
right.
this
So
one.
we can't replenish our bolts, our poison bolts.
God,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be great? Stick Colderan with his own poison blood minion.
All right, fair enough. I still have like 4 of those, and I haven't finished. All right, sounds
Alright,
good.
well, while this magic thingy is still going, we should go down Portcullis Way. See if Malkavia figured out how to open it yet.
All right, so you're heading down to. All right, go ahead. Who's near the portcullis now? Let's get so I can put everybody. Is everybody going towards the portcullis? Let's just say that.
Yes.
Okay.
Malkavia stayed at the portcullis to investigate it and
Uh,
study it.
Him didn't go down either. He stayed by the portcullis.
Okay, so everybody though, the whole party's going down. So him and Malkavia get their turns first. Let's do them first. Him, you tried to investigate and you didn't see anything. You got like a 2, I think.
Yeah.
So Malkavia, did you roll an investigation for me already?
Not yet, but Alistair actually pushes Malkavia aside. He's like, "Move back, boy. This is stonework." Because apparently Alistair has stone cunning, which means that he gets double proficiency bonus to a history check on stonework. What?
Ooh, there you go.
He doesn't even have like any points in history because his intelligence is low, but I just add 4 because his proficiency is 2. So let me roll this first.
Nope.
And add so he rolled 9 and he's like, "Aye, it's a strong door."
Yup, it's wrong.
I am telling you, you do a perfect Bramblebeard, man. It's almost like he's
You
here.
really do.
Yeah, it looks like he's here. All right. So it's a stone
So
door.
Malkavia just goes like sighs. He goes like, "Oh yes, yeah, that's good. Can I try? I guess, but it's a stone. It's there. Yeah. I got that, but move. So Malkavia rolls an 18.
All right, I just gotta move y'all's characters real quick. With that 18 though, you do see on the other side of the door there is a lever, and I'm gonna move it so you can see it. Just give me a moment.
Aye, what do you see? Just stone, right? No, there's a
Malkavia. Malkavia, what do your elf eyes see?
lever. Damn it.
Nice.
That recently came up in one of my other games too, because I play a high elf. We're looking at 20 perceptions, like, Nox, what do your elf eyes see? Everything.
If you didn't want to hear the pun, you shouldn't have rolled a perception check as an elf.
Which is investigation,
Like,
but yeah.
it's exactly it.
Yep. Just natural 20 perception. What do you see? I see a bunch of dorks sitting around a table talking in our voices.
Yeah.
Whoa. Red pill or blue pill?
From the wall.
Hey guys, I need about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay?
All right.
Just like what? Not even
Yeah.
just like a minute. I'll be right back. But you do see a lever, and you'll be able to see it. JC's doing the camera in just a moment, but it's on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Fair enough.
A lever. How did it take us this long to find a lever?
I was looking for a button. I'm sorry.
The other one was a
I
button. We thought
usually-
Yeah, exactly. The other one was a button.
I'm not. No. Never mind. No, I'm not going to do it.
You thought about it. You thought about it. So, Malkavia, this magical sword I've given you, the improvements I've made to it, I'm thinking if you really wanted, I could transfer those improvements onto this wand for the time that I need it, and then put them back on your sword, if that's something you're interested in.
Are you saying merge the wand and the sword together?
Well, I'd have to take parts off of the sword to put them on the wand. It would make the wand more powerful.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Basically, what you see, it's an iron wrought door. This one seems to be relatively new that was put in place here. Probably now, from the information that you deduced earlier, that the troll was probably being fed by the night dwarves. Maybe Colderan was giving it, just anybody he found he didn't need or just wanted to get rid of, or excess, he just fed to the troll to get rid of his trash. So you notice that again, it's a new, and on the other side, you do see attached to the wall, I'd say about 8 feet away, is a large iron lever or a large metal lever that looks like it's able to be pulled down. It is sitting up. You can see that in the screenshot. You should be able to see it. It's on the one side of the door. Let me put it on right there.
So the door itself, it's not. It's like a solid door. There's just a hole in it, or did you say that it's a barred door?
It's a portcullis. Do you know what a portcullis is? It's like
Yeah, I was just trying to go with what you.
Yeah, it's like a
the
gate.
description.
It's like a gate door. It like comes down. You know, it's bands of metal. Here, let me just hold it up for you. Hold
Okay. No. I mean, it's fine. I just thought at first we said that it was stone because Alistair was looking at it. But yeah,
So
that's
portcullis a
fine.
bunch.
Yeah.
So there's no lever on our side of the door. It's only on the other side.
So, real quickly, Malkavia just summons Hush because he could do it within 30 feet of what he could see, and summons Hush right onto the lever.
Okay, not a problem. So Hush, how much does Hush weigh?
Not a lot, which is why this is just probably a throwaway. He weighs like, I don't know, hold on, as much as an owl weighs.
Like about a pound.
No, about 4 pounds, maybe a little more. Depends.
Yeah.
Some owls are big, but I would say that
More now.
this isn't something that the weight of the owl is just not able to get into a position where he's able to really cantilever it in such a way where he's able to get in a way to make the leverage to push the thing down.
Malkavia looks back to Faraday and says, "Hey, you wanna send Archibald in there and Hush and Archibald can try and push that lever?"
We could do that, or I could just try Mage Hand.
I was thinking.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Fun fact: an average owl weighs about 9 pounds.
So I will use Mage Hand, try and activate the lever.
Portcullis goes up.
Nice.
Wood.
Well, I suppose that that worked.
So who wants to go first?
I will.
Not me.
I'll be right behind Raz.
Scraps 2, follow Raz.
All right, so everybody, the order, it's going to be Raz, then who?
Scraps 2.
And
Then him.
Faraday will be close there too.
Alistair
guess
will bring up the rear, and Malkavia will be second to last, I guess. Aye, fine craftsmanship on this one.
Fine urban crafts.
Aye, that's a strong door.
Absolutely amazing.
However, the lever is on the wrong side.
Good thing we have a spectral hand.
Aye, but it's Faraday's spectral hand. I don't know where that's been.
Cleaner places than you.
Oh,
Alrighty. All right, so you open up the portcullis, and Raznor, you begin to walk through. You know you're leading your party, and I need you to roll me, Raz, a straight dex. Just do dex here,
Okay.
and you need to beat a 17.
Dave?
It's a save. It's a save. Like you're trying something. You better get more than 17 though.
Nope.
You did not get more than 17.
That's the whole 8.
All right. Nobody checked for traps on the floor. So
I mean, it's just a hallway. What's the worst that could happen?
I blame
And
the half ring.
flamethrower.
I mean, you're a dragonborn. You're fine.
You ever seen Indiana Jones?
I think he is.
Just
because
eat it.
he'll be probably immune to this. Lucky for rats.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
No.
That's why the Dragonborn leads.
Fine. This is why you put the tanks in front.
Woo! Lucky for
However, I
you.
think maybe only resistance, not immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad you
So
can't eat the fire and then spit it back out.
Yeah, right? Like Natsu from Fairy Tail.
all right. So you failed. So it's gonna be resistance. That's like half damage, right? Take like half.
Yep.
All right, so it's an 8d8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As you step through, Raz, you're looking at everybody's, they were just, they got through the other battles for whatever reason. Maybe they decided they didn't want to check right after the door to see if there was some kind of trap that would prevent people, like, from the troll from getting in if somehow figure out how to open the lever. They put the fire there to kill the troll, but you didn't check. And as you step, you hear a click, and then the smell of oil and sulfur kind of smells like poop. So you literally get the smell of kind of like crap in your nose, and all of a sudden a jet of yellowish and white flame shoots out, singeing, burning up your cape. And let's find out how much damage you take. Let me move this out the way. Hold on. 8d8. Where's the 8? There it is.
Pray for all ones.
I mean, it's halved anyway.
I
Right?
mean, max
That's
is going to be
one.
32 damage, so max.
2, 3,
Good start.
4,
Already less than max.
5, 6, 7, 8.
38.
So just
Ow.
half that. So
So,
it's like
20,
19. So 19.
19.
19, yeah.
So you
Okay.
take 19 as this fire burns, Raz. You have a resistance to fire, but it's incredibly hot because it was set to really just take the troll down in one hit, so it couldn't get into this area that you're about to enter. And it burns up and rolling up and going all the way up and burns Raz. You see the side of this is going to get a little gruesome. Just prepare. Okay. You see the sides of it goes up and literally burns the sides and burns the eyeball of Raz. And you see his eyeball crust over as he begins to claw it, and the retina and part of his eyeball falls out in ashes to the ground as the blood staunches flow as he holds behind it. His eyeball blows away with a gust of wind.
Sorry, that was 42 damage halved, not 38.
So
Oh,
12.
okay, so
21.
21. Sorry, so gruesome. I put the thumbs up, so should be good now. All right. So there we go.
Good thing that was Raz.
Yeah.
Also, oh my god, are you okay?
Can you imagine if there had been poor Faraday, if he had walked through and not checked for traps? The Adi.
So
Adi.
is Raz like partially blinded? Oh.
No, it's just a description.
Immediately upon the fire being died out enough, him's gonna reach up, place his hand on Raz's burned cheek, and do cure wounds.
All right. And you know what, guys? After you do this cure, we're going to have to stop it right here. You've reached now the beginning of the end, I'd say.
13 healing.
Hallelujah.
Oh boy. Here we go. So stream, that is it for tonight. Thank you all, the people, for coming in. If you want to check us out on our social media, where I have a lot of builds that I've done of Dwarven Forge, because this is just the table we use for the stream. And of course, I also had this table built up a lot different a few weeks ago, because we had forests on it, we had mountains and all that stuff. So if you're interested in seeing that and you've never watched this before, you can check that out. Let me see if I can throw that in the Twitch right now. Our social media stuff. So if you want to check us out there. And again, we also have a game this Friday coming up. This will be the Evil Team. And on May 28th, we got a really, really special thing. I'm going to go ahead and announce it now that it has been locked in and is official. This is the first announcement.
Another 3 Raz.
On May 28th, we are having a very, very special one-shot with Stefan Borcorni of Dwarven Forge. He is the owner of Dwarven Forge. He's going to be playing him and his girlfriend Anne, as well as Eric from the other team, the Evil Team, and his daughter. We're going to be running a first edition game, so that is lethal. There'll be no more bonuses and reactions, even though I really don't mind 5th edition. I just talk a lot of trash. It's actually easier to DM because you can focus just on narratives. But yeah, one of the first edition is a lot more lethal. And the name of the one shot that I'm going to be doing is called the Silver Strigoi of Shadowdale. So you'll be able to tune in on May 28th. That's a Friday, and see that really cool adventure. And there'll also be a special guest star coming for the good team and possibly the evil team as well, depending on this individual's schedule, but definitely for the good team. And that will be near, don't want to spoil it, but it'll be in here somewhere. We'll just say that now that they're reaching the quote unquote inner sanctum, I guess, of Colderan. So, yeah, just a lot of really cool stuff coming. If you like Dwarven Forge, if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you like terrain and all that good stuff, then just keep tuning in, keep watching us. Thank you for support. Thank you for the cheers. And we're going to get on out of here. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.